right, am I live? I guess I am. I don't know. Am I live? Orientation is locked. Welcome to my first live. There's no one here. Welcome to my first live. Yeah, let's see. We got 0 people so far. 0 people on the live. Oh, it's gonna be a good live. Got a lot of people here. All my fans, all my lovely fans are here. All right. Waiting for some people to come in. I don't know where the heck Jared is. So I figure all you addicts need a place to hang out. So, hey, Mike Miller, Mike, how's your back, buddy? How you doing? I figured I'd put up a live tonight because there's nothing else happening. I'm bored as shit. I've been waiting to hear from Jared and haven't heard shit, man. How's your back, dude? What's up with that? Come on in and smoke a bowl with me, buddy. That's what we're doing here tonight. Oh, where's my bowl pick? All right. I don't know where the heck my bowl pick went. I need my bowl pick. I must warn you, this is going to be the worst live. Roger Stafford, hey man, how you doing? Wanted to check in. Can't say how long, but wanted to check in. Hey, I'm glad you guys came, and welcome to my first live. I'm just sitting here hanging out. I was kind of hoping Jared would check in tonight, but they're trying to figure it out. Okay, Mike. Hey, man, I remember one time I had back trouble. Well, I've had back trouble for a while now because I broke my back. But a lot of the trouble I was having turned out to be my large intestine because I kept feeling pain right here in my back, right here, and up here in the shoulders and shit. And I thought it was my back. It turned out to be the shit I was eating. So I cut out candy and a few other things, and it got better. So I don't know. Just thought I'd pass that along to you. Maybe it's not actually the back. It could be something else. You might want to have that looked into. But I hope it gets better for you, buddy. You remember doing anything to your back? Did you have an accident or something? Oh, someone else is here. How did your plane turn out? Which plane, Roger? I've got a couple right here. I've got this one, which I've got videos of it flying on my channel. I haven't had a chance to fly it a whole lot because you need really calm weather to fly in, and I've got this one all finished. There's also a video of that one flying on the channel. I think they turned out pretty good. They turned out as good as I wanted them to be. I like them. Oh, that's okay, man. There's lots of videos on the YouTube, man. I don't hold it against nobody for not watching my videos. I'm not like famous over here, so there's no hard feelings there at all, buddy. Hey, let me walk over here. I'm getting ready to cook a hamburger because there's nothing else to do tonight. So let me turn the stove on and we'll start cooking. Got the hamburger already in the pan. We're gonna have a hamburger. I'm putting up a live, man, because I figure there's a lot of Jared addicts out there who need a place to hang out, and I didn't see anybody else around tonight, and man, there ain't nothing on the internet to watch. I'm bored as shit. So I appreciate y'all coming on in and hanging out with me. I don't know how long I'm going to be up here for. Let's see if Jared's put anything up yet. I was really expecting Jared to come on tonight, but maybe he's just too pooped out. I'll bet you he's just wiped out at this point now and just needs to sleep for about a week. But So not going to hold it against him either for that, because yeah, the man's been through a lot, man. You could really see it wearing on him those last couple of days, man. That he was out there, you could really see it that he was 40 days on the road, man. That would wear anybody out. I chalked on a piece of candy and coughed, and they think I strained a muscle. That's certainly possible, man. I've done that smoking weed many a time, and that is certainly possible. Certainly is. I remember you said something about you choked on something and strained yourself. That could be. Could be. That's what it could be. Anybody smoking anything good tonight? Lord knows I need to quit smoking. Ah. So anyway, I'm building a new airplane, guys. I'm building the, here, let me go grab the box and I can show you what I'm building. Where's that box at? All right. This is what I'm building this week, or I've been building it for a couple of weeks, just kind of taking my time on it. It's an old comic kit. I really like these old comic kits because they're diesel dough. Yeah, Mike, there you go, buddy. Got the diesel dough. Right on, brother. I'm still working on a eighth of white Durban that I picked up like I don't know. I picked it up like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm still working on that 1/8 of white Durban, and it's lasted me like 2 or 3 weeks. I've had it so long now, I think I'm becoming immune to it. Anyway, this is a Comet cool by plan. Cool by plan. Not sure what you mean there, brother. But hamburger sizzling. Hang on. Had to go adjust that temperature. But this is, it's an old kit from God knows how long ago, from the 70s probably. I really like the Comet kits from the 70s. Comet went out of business like in the 80s or 90s, I forget. Yeah, it's a biplane. It's a biplane. I've just got, I don't know, I've got this I don't know, a thing for World War One aircraft. I think they most closely resemble the construction method for these model planes that I'm building, these balsa wood planes. And yeah, it's a biplane, very small, very light biplane. Cilicia, good evening. Glad you're here. Glad to see you came in. We're just hanging out, and I was kind of hoping Jared would put a live on tonight for all of us to hang out with him, but I don't see it coming. So, Dave Stuff, welcome, brother. Glad you came in. I didn't see anything going up, and I know a lot of us have gotten used to hanging out together, and so I figured, hey man, I'm gonna put one up myself. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good it is or anything else. It's just a place for everybody to come in and hang out and talk and get whatever's on their mind off their chest. You know. So I'm just sitting here hanging out. I'm cooking a hamburger. I might work on the airplane a little bit. I might play a song. Who knows? Anything could happen, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. You know, and we could wind up anywhere tonight. Who knows? Let me take this hat off here. You guys are making me sweat because I'm not used to standing in front of people. I'm not used to being in front of people. So let's go flip the hamburger. There it is. Oh yeah. Hamburger cooking. I love hamburgers, man. I love hamburgers. So, what was I talking about? The airplane. Yeah, I like these because they most resemble the type of construction that was actually in use in those days. Wood, stick construction covered with fabric. It's really close to being, a model of the real thing, and then plus it flies on top of that. And so I think, to me, that's just, I don't know. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, it's really corny, kind of campy. What does it do? Does it fly good? Does it? How high does it go? How fast does it go? Um, just, it's a model. It's just a model. It's like fantasy, it's just candy for your brain, you know. Um, a lot of people think that flying these things nowadays, a wind-up airplane, and you throw it in the air, and then oh, that's really corny, man. you know why don't you make it remote control? Because it's funner. It's funner. It's harder. Anybody can sit here and go like this on a pair of sticks and go, oh, look, I did a loop. Oh my gosh, you went in a circle. With this, it's you really got to use your skills in your head to make it do what you want, and that's the challenge. It's like a puzzle, I guess. So let's go over and take a look at the bike, right? I hope you guys are even still here. Crap, getting it together without losing something is a victory. Man, if I could just find the tools that I need to put it together, that would be a victory. So let's take a look at the bike over here that I managed to smash into a ditch the other day. Seeing as we are all bicycle enthusiasts, I don't think that's showing up too good on camera, is it? But it actually looks pretty good. The damage is really. I tore the seat a little bit. There's a little scrape right here, and that was bent in. It was touching the wheel. I bent it back out. Um, yeah, I'm a terrible cameraman. But there it is. It's all one piece. I haven't ridden it since the crash. Um, I guess I figured I would at least give my face time to heal up completely, which it is. It aches. It aches. It aches though. I'm having a lot of neck pain and shit like that, and my face hurts a lot. And time to flip the hamburger again. But today it didn't feel too bad. I'm not feeling too much aches and pains today, and so I think we're almost there. I think my jaw finally realigned. Yes, just say no to ditch crashing. I will definitely be riding further from the edge now than before. I'll probably get run over. But yeah, this hamburger's almost done. Yeah, that's about almost done. That's about almost done. See if any of that red juice rises up out of the top of that burger here in the next couple of seconds. But I think that sucker's done. I like a medium rare. I don't like them cooked all the way through because it's kind of hard, it's kind of rubbery and shit. So let's see, we're just gonna slap this on some bread. Mayonnaise. Gotta have mayonnaise. And my secret ingredient, guys, chili sauce. You gotta have chili sauce. Much better than ketchup. Let's see. Yeah, that's done. Okay. I'm gonna put the phone down over here for a second. All right. I can tell this is really an exciting live for everyone. I'm glad you all came here to watch me eat a hamburger. I really appreciate it. Let me slap this puppy together. I'll get right back to you. Oh yeah. See, this is my new airplane motorized biker cooking channel. I figured that way I can maximize my subscriptions. You know, you gotta have 1,000 subscribers to get like to all the live features. I didn't know that. I've only got like 350 maybe, and most of them are probably not even real people. They're probably like not to say that they're fake people, but they're probably most of them are probably not even watching my channel for real, I'm sure. Which, I mean, you know, big surprise. You know, when I first started doing YouTube, it was a real campy thing. You know, it was in the early days when people were just discovering YouTube. And, you know, we all got on YouTube and we're like, oh my God, we can share all the shit that we love, you know, and like, you know, for guitar players, it was, damn, I forgot to salt and pepper this sucker. For guitar players, it was a real boon because all of a sudden you could find lessons. You could find lessons on the internet, and that was really cool. Let's see what you guys are saying now. Airplane and motorized bikes and cooking and music. Right, Dave? Yep. So, yeah, cheers to you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight on this lonely spring evening where I'm just sitting around getting fat and old. Hoping Jared would check in. But he didn't. All right, we've made it to 30 minutes now. 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute live. All right. Glad you guys came by to watch me eat this hamburger. Nothing better than fried cows, man. Nothing better. I don't care what they say. Fried cow is this shit. All right, Mike. Thanks for coming by, brother. I'm glad to see you, and I hope you feel better. Get that rest, man. That'll probably help you out a lot. Yep. Don't miss my next cooking, biking, music, maybe, video. Very important stuff. So what else can we talk about today? I like how delicious this fucking hamburger is. It's the chili sauce, man, I'm telling you. You can't take me anywhere. I'm just like this in a restaurant. Only I'm actually more likely to complain about the food than praise it. So I wasn't really going to say anything about this, but I'm disappointed that Leo did not carry through on getting the motor from Jared. Man, that really disappointed me. I was, you know, I didn't know what to think, you know. Me and Dave, we had the auction, and you know, the man bid $200 and then didn't follow through, you know. It's like I thought he was going to like PayPal him right on the spot, you know, so Jared would have that money so he could use, and I don't know. Yeah, I have burgers a lot. I love burgers, man. I can't get enough burgers, man. I used to love the Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, Big Macs, and words to live by. They used to be in the old. But who can afford the prices now with to go out and eat. And the hamburgers, at these restaurants are just not what they used to be. It's just total freaking freaking garbage, and I'm just not going to pay good money for that kind of crap. I'll make hamburgers at home. Screw it. I can have hamburgers every night for like $1. Speaking of which, price of ground beef, $6 and $7 a pound. For premium lean, it's like $9 a pound. Unfucking believable. Yeah, yeah, Dave, I know. You're probably better off not eating at fast food places nowadays. They change the recipes in those places to make it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper for them to make, and it's worse and worse and worse for you. They're trying to keep their prices down, but they're destroying their own products by um, they're degrading their own products. Eventually, they're just going to put themselves out of business. I hear Starbucks is really not doing too good these days. Big surprise. But yeah, I was disappointed about the motor thing. I knew Jared wasn't really in the mood to strip the bike down and walk to the post office and ship the motor, but with a bid of $200, I figured, well, at least that's worth it. That would be worth it. But what are you going to do? We tried to facilitate a sale, and it just didn't work out. And we don't know why. We don't know why, and it just didn't. It just didn't, and that's disappointing. Um, and I'm just, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. That's, people make mistakes. I'm not going to hold it. I'm not going to hold shit against anybody. Are you making their food healthy and all they're doing is dying out? I want my burgers to be shiny and drip grease. Damn right, man. Grease. Grease. Yep. When I buy my beef, I get the fattier beef, right? Don't go for the lean beef. You want the stuff that's got like the fat in it. You want less than like 80% lean, because that's where your flavor is, man. That's where your flavor is. Mm. The greasier the better. Yeah. I mean, the auction was legit. We tried to make it legit. We were all going to abide by it. I was. You know, I would have liked to have had that motor, but right now I just can't afford anything. And so I wasn't in on the bidding. Um, but I'd have liked to have had it. I'd have liked to seen it go to somebody. Well, I believe that Jared has probably is close to karma. He's, yeah, it would have helped a lot. But anyway, but Jared's I think he's a believer in karma, and you know the good that he's going to do for someone by just leaving it there. Someone who really needs it, the person who needs it the most will take it, right? The person who needs it the most is going to take that bike, and that's probably the best thing that could happen, is that the person who needed it the most gets it. Right. Jared's good people, man. He's, and that's probably how he sees it. And, you know, I can't argue with that, man. That's good karma is just like money in the bank. It's going to follow you around. So that's what I'm really hoping that someone who really needed that bike got it. And I'm pretty sure that's the way he thinks about it too. So who knows? Maybe it worked out for the best, man. I'm a believer in God personally. Um, and I think that God does work in mysterious ways. Like, for instance, I had my accident because it prevented something even worse from happening, right? That's the way I see it. It could have, something else bad would have happened had, I not smacked the pavement that day. So I can live with that. Oh, man, that was a good one. So, um, yeah. So I'm pretty sure what goes around comes around, and good things are coming Jared's way, I'm sure. He even left a new tube. Yeah, he even left a new tube. He didn't go all the way though and fix them flats before he got off the bike. But I wonder how long the new owner can go without getting a flat. What better way than shipping guy or gal in need will come across that bike and boom, day changer. Right, exactly, Dave. Exactly, Dave. And somebody who doesn't need it isn't going to bother with it. They're just going to leave it there. They're not going to bother with it. They'll walk right on by it. But somebody who needs it will walk by it one day and they'll go, yeah, look at that. And then they'll walk by it again the next day and they'll go, damn, it's still there. And then maybe on the third day they'll go, shit. Hey, my life. Just, I think I'll borrow this bicycle, right? We can all, I hope whoever finds the smell of bottle gas before they think it's, yeah, no shit. Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll be smarter than that, but I think most of us are smart enough to know that you shouldn't pick up a bottle of yellow liquid and drink it. I'm pretty sure most of us have that common sense going. So, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Plus, gasoline smells like gasoline. So before you get to your lips, it's going to hit your nose, and you're going to go, "Oh fuck, man, it's gasoline shit." But yeah. Let's hope that nothing like that happens. I'm sure that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Somebody who really needs that bike is going to get it, and that's fucking awesome, man. That's the best thing that could happen. Man, I wish Jared would show up. Your nephew drank gas, but he is LD? What's LD? Hmm? Hmm. I know I've drank a little bit of gas in my time, siphoning it out of the car for the lawnmower. Yeah. Well, what the hell, it was in the 70s. Everybody drank gas in the 70s. Oh, learning disability. I see. Do you think he got the learning disability from the gas? Or he just drank the gas because he has a learning disability? Don't be mad, but my wish is for one of the working girls to find it. Well, yeah, working girls need a ride too, I suppose. Second choice, right? Okay, I got you. So he drank gas because he just didn't know any better. Yeah, I guess that could happen. What the good news is, gasoline is not like drinking bleach or anything. You can actually drink a little bit of gas and it's not going to hurt you. You might not feel too good and your breath will smell funny and you'll probably burp gasoline for the next 6 hours, but it's not going to really hurt you. It might burn your throat a little bit. A little bit. You'd have to drink a lot. I think you'd have to drink a lot for it to really hurt you. And when I say a lot, I don't mean like a whole glass full. I mean, if you can get more than one sip of that past your gullet, you're not human anyway. I don't think there's a person on earth that could take a drink out of that and swallow it. I don't think that would happen. They had to pump his stomach, so he did. Okay. Okay, well, you can't predict everything. Wow. Well, is he okay? Did he pull through okay? Is there any damage? No open flame around him, yeah. The Lord knows if he farts, you better look out. Good, I'm glad he's fine. Because I would hate to think that we were sitting here laughing about it and the kid was hurt. That would really suck. Um, I hope you guys don't mind me eating in front of you. I haven't eaten all day and I'm really starved. Fucking hamburger. Ugh. He's in his 50s now. All right. Well, I have a theory. If you make it to the 50s, if you've passed your 50s, you've won the game. You're a winner. Once you hit 50, you're a winner, man. There's no losing after that. You're winning. You're beating all the odds. I'm sorry, Dave. If you were here, buddy, I'd cook you a big hamburger. You would love it. I'd smother that sucker in chili sauce, and you would be in heaven, buddy. But I always keep a hamburger ready to go because you just never know when there's going to be a hamburger emergency. And in my house, there's one like every 24 hours. So I always keep a pre-packaged quarter-pound patty defrosted and ready to hit the frying pan at a second's notice. And I just finished this one, so I'll pull another one out for tomorrow, and it'll sit in the fridge until the emergency hits, and then I'll pull the hamburger emergency alarm. Oh man, I want to thank you guys for coming around and enjoying this. What has to be the corniest live stream on the internet at this point. Probably the worst. Fucking heat's running. Hold on a second. It's like 70 degrees outside and the fucking heat turned on. Right. Thank you, Celicia. We're all so addicted to hanging out with Jared every night that some of us are having live withdrawals. But I've gotten used to it, hanging out with you guys and just clowning around and talking crap. It doesn't have to be about motorized bikes. How long can you talk about a motorized bike? Anyway, these guys talk around, these guys talk porting and shit like that all the time. And it's like, you grind some shit off a cylinder and how much is there to talk about? And port timings and all. I don't get into all that port timing shit. I should. I know that's how it should be done and that's the proper way to do it. But like when I port my motors, I'm pretty, I'm using the G4 cylinders. Dave stuff, what do you got there? I'm hoping to make it to 60 June 1st. Congratulations, Dave. On June 1st, you'll be 60. I can't guarantee, though. I died a few times in 2 years. Right. Well, all I can say, brother, is one time I came home and told my wife that I thought I was going to die too, and she told me to walk it off. So, we grew up in the 70s. Just walk it off. All right, last bite on this hamburger. Fucking delicious. Fucking delicious. Opie! Opie1 is here. Opie1 is here. Welcome, brother. Opie, I've wanted to respond to some of your comments that you've left on my videos, and I thank you for coming around, because I'm nobody, and I know that. But I thank you for coming around and being friendly with me and all that good stuff. And I'm sorry, I can never respond to you. Sadly, been hobbling it off since '96. But I can't respond to you. It's like when I go to respond on YouTube, it just doesn't accept it. It just won't take any response from me. Like I can give your responses a thumbs up and a heart, but I can't like write anything out and have it show up. It doesn't work. I don't understand why. Maybe you unconsciously blocked me. I know Dave did that one time, and somehow we figured out how to fix it. And we all know, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't get half my notifications from anybody. It doesn't seem. I'll subscribe to their channel and then hit the bell and go all notifications, and then I don't know if it's your fault or not. It may not necessarily be your fault, but I'll hit all notifications from people, and then I don't never hear from them. And then the only way I even know that they put up a video is because I'll go to myself one day, I haven't heard from so and so. I think I'll go look at their channel and see if they've put up anything. And so, I'll mosey over to their channel, and I'll find out that they've been putting up videos every other day for the past, God knows how long, and I just wasn't made aware of them. YouTube sucks, man. They screw with YouTube so bad. Yep, blocked you in live chat, and it ducks everything up over a year ago. Yep, blocked you in live chat, and it ducks everything up over a year ago. Huh. I don't get notices for everyone, and usually they come in late. They come in quick on my... Yeah, I've noticed that too, Celicia, that sometimes I'll get notices on the phone that are not on the desktop. And it works the other way around too. Sometimes they'll be on the desktop but not on the phone. And so yeah, there's something really screwy about that. Something tells me that the YouTube notification system is not completely organic. And that they're manipulating it. It's something I've noticed that YouTube does, and I noticed this back in the early days of YouTube. Yes, Dave saying something. Yes, I know how I blocked you. I was erasing a comment, then I found the Google setting that had your name blocked. Okay. Block the gang. Leonard, how you doing, brother? Glad you could show up. Come around, block the gang up, babe. Good night. What? Good night, Skip. Come around, block the gang up, babe. Good night, Skip. Erasing my own comments. I have small phone. It's hard not to screw up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's understandable, man. You know, um, that's just the way shit goes. No hard feelings over here, man. No worries, no worries. But I think YouTube really screws with small groups like ours. And I noticed this when Google first bought YouTube. I forget when it was now. It was probably about 2008, I think, when Google bought YouTube. And and they started screwing with the small groups. All of a sudden, notices stopped coming, subscribers disappeared. You would suddenly be subscribed to weird people you didn't even know, and just being screwed with constantly. It seemed, it was almost like they were trying to break up these little small groups of people because because that's the way me and all my friends were using YouTube. We were using it like a mail service. Hey, here's, look at the song I figured out today, and when I know there might be three people on the whole fucking planet that want to see this, and I don't give a shit. I just want my buddies to see what I'm doing. I love the song. Go, wait, what? Google? Yeah, Google owns YouTube, man. You didn't know that? Google bought YouTube like a decade or two ago, man. They've owned YouTube for probably three-quarters of the time that YouTube's been up. They didn't get the ad revenue from most of us. They don't get the ad exactly. You're exactly right, Cilicia. We're just burning up their bandwidth with useless shit that doesn't produce any income, and that's why they don't like us. Probably. That's probably exactly right. Yeah, YouTube deleted my original channel, lost 3,000 subs and years of vids. Man, that sucks, Dave. That fucking sucks. But yeah, that's I think Cilicia nailed it. She's got these guys down. She knows what's up. Yep. That sounds about right. Man, whenever you can't figure something out, like that's one thing I've learned in life is when you can't figure shit out, nine times out of 10, if you just look at it from a financial standpoint, all of a sudden it all starts to make sense. My current channel is a afterthought. It's all about the buck. Yep. Yeah, mine too, Dave. I'm just here for shits and giggles. I, at my age, the music thing that ended years ago. That's been over for fucking a long time. I'm just here for the knitting and basket weaving videos, more or less. Chili sauce always makes me sweat, so that's why I'm constantly toweling off here. It'll stop in a minute. Hot bars, Skip. Hot bars. What? Hot bars, Skip. I'm not sure what you mean there, Leonard. Damn, look how ugly I am when I get up close, guys. Look at this shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, I have more fun on your guys' live bullshit. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're hanging out. We're talking shit. We're bullshitting. I wish I knew how to use StreamYard. I'll work on that. But I'm not one of them guys with 1,000 subs either. So I don't know how. I don't know even know if I can do that. You are spitting fire, bro. Spitting fire. Thanks, Leonard. Not sure what that means, but it sounds good. Yeah, honestly, when I first started this live stream, I sat here and I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to come up with enough shit to talk about. I'm just going to be sitting here looking at the fucking walls, and fucking people are going to come in here and go, oh, look at this clown. Nope. Click. You can go live with 0 subs. Can you? Can you, Dave? I was just reading the stuff on YouTube before I went live, and it said you had to have between 50 and 1,000, or you have to have 50 to go live, and you need 1,000 to use all the features available on the live. I guess Opiezilla hit thumbs up. Yeah, yeah, give me a thumbs up. What the hell? Is somebody leaving? Oh, that's okay. I'm not surprised. I'd be leaving too. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock here. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here. So yeah, I reckon. I hope Jared's home by now. He's got to be home by now, right? He's got to be home by now. Um, yeah. Opta's phone is dying. All right, hey man, thanks for coming by, OP1. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a great night, and come on back if you find some electricity in that phone, brother. So if you cannot YouTube treat you like Pasca. Okay. Nope. Tomorrow night, Opie. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We're just a crop here for YouTube to harvest, and since we're non-producers, we're not producing any damn revenue for these people. So they would rather just be rid of us, I'm sure. Of course, if they knew how many fucking videos I watch every day and how I'm driving up their audience just by the amount of videos I look at, they would probably like me better, I would think. But I guess just one guy ain't enough. So all I watch is, yeah, that's me too, Dave. I don't watch like regular TV. Um, Although I have been getting into to watching some movies here lately, but how many times can you watch a movie? Um, yeah, regular TV is just not very good. For a multitude of reasons it's bad. I'm not even going to get into all the reasons it's bad, but because that would probably bring us into the political arena. No, you were right. Their algorithm tries to push so many, so many crap into my feed. No, you were right. The algorithm tries to push so many crap into my feed. Man, you guys will type worse than I do. Oh, I see what you're saying, Leonard. You're saying you get videos. They're sending you videos you really don't care about. Me too. Me too. My feed is full of crap that I have no fucking interest in at all. If I click, and that's what fucking drives me bananas. If I click on like five airplane videos in a row, you would think that they would throw me a few, right? If I hadn't searched them out and found them myself and watched them, everybody knows I love airplanes, right? Um, you would think that they would throw a few my way, but nope. I got to go look for them. They don't show up. I got to go look for that shit. Damn cable channels own the TV stations, so air TV is crap, and you have to buy cable. Yeah, that's all that shit started like 20, 30 years ago when all the radio stations started getting bought up. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but talk radio in like the 90s used to be a big thing. You know, cable is crap too. It is. But talk radio in the 90s used to be a huge thing. And I think a lot, I spent a lot of time listening to talk radio. Even when I was home and I was able to watch TV, I'd turn on the radio because that's where my favorite show was. And but then all those stations started getting bought up by all the big networks. And then what they would do is they would can their programming and distribute it. Um, um, what do they call that? I forget what they call it, but they would distribute it all to their different channels. So you would be listening to the same programming, no matter what channel you listen to. I mean, I remember there were two stations around here back then where you could turn one station on and they would be playing a song, and then they would play a commercial, and then maybe there would be a little bit of talking or something, and then you flip the channel to another channel, and like the same fucking program is playing, only it's running 5 or 10 minutes behind the other station. So you could listen to it and go, shit, I just listened to this. This is on the other station, you know. In sequence daily, yeah. Hey, Bri, good evening, fella. Glad you could join us. We're all just hanging out here with all the other Jared addicts, and we're all having major withdrawals right now. I'm shaking like a leaf. I need to watch someone else smoke pot. Dave, you go feed your face, man. I'm sorry I did that to you, brother, but I really love hamburgers. I really love and this is a cooking, bicycle, music, shit talking show. So I'm sorry you had to watch that, brother, and I hope you get over it. Now go get a sandwich. Yeah, I started checking for him, Bri, I guess probably around 8. I've been here since about 8, and I started checking for him, and nothing yet. But I suspect that he's probably home. He's probably fucking tired as crap, and he's gonna just sleep for the next couple of days. He's in his own bed and just off in La La Land right now, recovering from 40 days on the road, man. 40 days, and we're not talking 40 days on the road in a fucking car, a train, or a plane. This dude was out here in the weather on a bicycle for 40 fucking days. So, it's not surprising to me that he just needs a day off. He just needs a fucking day off, and he just spent the last fucking 3 days on a Greyhound bus. So I'm sure at this point he just fucking needs about 24 hours to just crash. And yeah, Greyhound is a hell ride, man. I felt so bad for him. I was like, I thought he was going to be able to catch the train Monday night. I went to the fucking website. I went to the fucking Amtrak website and I typed in, I said, hey, I need a train ticket for fucking Alpine to fucking Lake Charles. And it came back and it says, oh, the train will leave at 8:55 Monday night. So, I go back to Jared and I tell him that, and he fucking goes down there the next day to get his ticket and fucking, nope, sorry, no train tomorrow, no train tonight, boys. You're gonna have to wait till Thursday. So, he wasn't gonna wait till Thursday. He wanted to get the fuck out of there, get the fuck out of Dodge, and get home. And so he took the first available fucking route out of there, and I guess that was the bus. And I know he didn't want to do it, but he wanted to get he Jared needed to get home at this point. He's had enough. You could tell he had had enough. The adventure was just not so much fun anymore, I think. Um, thank God he ran into Eric, right? Thank God for Eric, because Eric really fucking helped him out a lot, I think. More, not just the mechanical support that he was able to give him, and help him keep his bike together and all that shit. But the emotional support and just being a friend, man. Thank you, Eric. I know you're probably never going to see this, but you were a real friend of Jared, man, and a lot of us do appreciate that. And I know it really helped him out a lot. Checked for him too. Got nothing. Dude is a celebrity now, man. Oh no, you think we're all too small for him? We're too small. He's a celebrity now, and now we're all just little peons that he's gonna forget about us all, man. And fucking he's gonna go off to Hollywood and fucking leave us all here riding our bikes alone. Fucking all right, what do we got here? Bry the Bike Guy says sauteed pork steaks cut into one pieces, bacon, grease, and butter. Yeah, butter. Set aside. Cook spaghetti in the same pan, same oils, soy-like sauce. Mix meat back in and finish simmer. Sounds good. It sounds good. We're cooking that train ticket with the gang, but 4 days waiting was too much. Yeah, yeah, he's just not gonna. He's there's yeah, he was gonna go nuts in that shithole hotel, right? I felt bad for him because I said thank God. I told him I said Jared, hey, thank God you made it back to the low rent district when he found that $31 hotel room. I think he didn't think that was funny at all, but I was being completely serious because I was convinced that he was going to wind up sleeping on the side of the road one night simply because he couldn't afford the hotel room. Because around here, good God, man, a hotel room here is like $150 a night minimum, for the worst hotel room. Yeah, Jared's the next big adventure movie. On his next trip, we're going to have to get much better organized so that we can document it because I, I think Jared's trips are worthy. I've always wanted to do a series on epic journeys. I've always had this thing about epic journeys and the machines that can carry people to faraway places. I'm old, so you know, I'm from the beginning of the jet age, which is when people really started to travel. Before that time, people really didn't travel. They stayed where they lived, and so I've always had this fascination with epic journeys and the machines that were capable of carrying those people on their epic journeys. And I think Jared fits right into that category. He's right there. Too bad he wouldn't wear the beanie with the propeller. Yeah. Blah. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, Jared would fit right in there, man. 40 days across the USA on a bike. I wished he had taken the time to slow down and enjoy the trip a little bit more, though. That was the thing that I had in my mind when watching his videos and stuff. I'm like, dude, just get off the bike and relax for. I mean, if it were me, I would ride like 50 miles a day to like 1, 2, or 3 in the afternoon, and that would be it. The rest of the day would be sightseeing, cooking hamburgers, smoking weed, and just enjoying myself. But he rode from sun up to sundown every freaking day, and it turns out he needed to get where he was going and cover the distance that he wanted to cover in 30. I think he really was only planning to be gone about 30 days, and it wound up being 40. And I guess when he hit 40 days, that was enough. And I can't say I blame him. 40 days, man. That's 40 days on the road on a bicycle. Yeah, that's rough. And start a month later. Yeah, maybe Cilicia. It's really hard to say because if he had started a month late, because it gets hot down in Arizona, like in June. Like in June, it's going to be 100 degrees, and that's only 2 weeks from now. So I don't know. Maybe he may have timed it perfectly. Actually, hang on a second. I need an ice cube. I need some ice for my drink. All right, what'd I miss? I like her itchy boots is kind of cute, dumbass Pask, and that bike butt. Man, Leonard, you talking in tongues here, buddy. Was it really that long? Seemed like 3 weeks. Yeah, I agree, Brian. It didn't seem like 40 days to me either, but that's what it was. It was 40 days. She takes epic journeys on motorcycles. She isn't dumb. She's a geologist. Who's a geologist, Dave? Who are you talking about? Cilicia? All right, on. All right, we made it past the first whole hour, and I think my audience is still here. What do we got? About 6 people in the room, maybe. That's not too bad, man. For my live, for one of my lives, 6 people. That ain't bad. Seven. I got 7 people. Woo! 7 people. Hey. Wow, that's incredible. 7 people. Yeah, yeah, those upholsterers, they don't last long on the road. If we knew when, we'd be here with you, Skip. Hey, you are here, so there's no difference there at all. I went live and here you guys were, but I knew you guys were out there waiting for Jared. They're all out there waiting for Jared. I'm gonna go live because I know Jared's probably he's wiped out, man. I guarantee it. So I'm substituting for Jared tonight. We had. If we knew a win, we'd be here with you. Oh, I just read that. Duh. But I know you guys are addicted, and I didn't want anybody to have withdrawals tonight. So here we are. Fucking. I hope he's home, Leonard. I really do. It's because I know he's been on that bus for like over 48 hours. He's got to be home by now. Um, Actually, Cilicia mapped it more than I did. I followed, I got to say, it was a team effort, even though we weren't a team. But me and Cilicia, I think we tried to cover it as best we could, given the 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 data that we had, I, especially with the way I get my notifications. I was getting notifications just willy nilly, and wasn't even sure that they matched the days that I was getting them on. And so, we did the best we could. I figured other people were having that trouble too. They probably didn't really know exactly where he was. And so I figured I, would just try to help out in that respect and maybe give is my go-to travel consultant. Thanks, Dave. But I figured that it would help everybody follow the trip a little better if someone who actually knew what was going on put something out there for people to see. And um, uh, not that I had knowledge of anything anybody else did, but if I shared with it what I did know, I figured it would help a little bit, you know. So, and Cilicia did a great job at pretty much the same thing. One of Cilicia's videos actually really surprised me. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Um, I can't remember which one it was now. But yeah, Cilicia did a great job too. Now, if you guys could compile it all together, there's yeah, I thought the same thing, Leonard. That a compilation video would be great. I figured though I would give Jared the the opportunity to do that on his own though because it's really his stuff. it's really his content, and I don't want to like make it look like I'm trying to ride on his coattails by by posting what he did. If we don't see a compilation from Jared, which we may or may not, I don't know. Maybe after a few months I'll do it. But I don't want to jump on it right away because I don't want to step on the man's toes. It's his stuff, and he has all the rights to do whatever he wants with all that. So that's you know that's I mean he rode across the country. He worked for it. So let's give him a chance to use his content the way he thinks it should be used, without interfering. And if he comes to me and says, "Hey, Skip, can you do can you if you want to work on it, or can you work on it, or something like that?" Okay, sure. We'll compile it together, and it'll become the very first episode of my new series, Epic Journeys with Skip Stallforce. Right? It'll be my new series. I might even start a whole damn channel for it. The new Epic Journeys with Skip Stallforce. Man, that'll be a great show. The plane rides. But yeah, I'd make that the very first episode, and that would be something, right? And then I'd lose all my subscribers because of all the pot smoking. All right, I got that's like three or four firm votes for the new show. Man, but that's a lot of work. Making videos is hard work. It really is. Like when I was a musician, when I was an active musician, that was the one thing I hated the most because I had to be the musician, the singer, and the engineer, and the recording engineer. And it just wears you down because you got to learn the music, learn the engineering, oh, it just never ends. A 3-minute video becomes fucking 5 weeks worth of work, and then 80 people watch it and forget about it, and it's like, fuck, why did I do all that fucking work? You know, Nobody even gives a shit. Crash land everywhere you plan to smoke. Crash land everywhere you plan to smoke. Broccoli. Yes, broccoli. Speaking of broccoli, it's time for a safety break, people, right? I'm feeling very unsafe right now. There's a lot of fucking weird shit going on. If you do aerial trips, you mean like if I make videos about like air pioneers and shit like that, like the guys who first flew across the Atlantic, or the great what was that race where they in the 30s they raced from England all the way to Australia. That's a good story. That would definitely be in the in the uh, in the series. I would definitely put that in the series. Yeah, a lot of them would probably be about aerial stuff. No, if you were planning a trip and map it for us with your flights. If you were planning, okay, right. That's the one thing now that I'm getting older. I think I've probably made it well known to you guys that I'm like 62 years old, and I'm running out of steam. To be quite frank, I'm getting old. Um, and when I was young, I was like, oh man, when I get old and I retire, I'm gonna travel everywhere and go fucking places and blah blah blah. Well, guess what? I retired like 5 months ago. I haven't gone anywhere yet. Exactly why I stopped messing with modern motorcycles and the dyno, just done with all of it. I got to the point it hurt my brain. Right. Well, yeah, Dave. Most of the things I do, I'm doing to help my brain, and keep it occupied. When it becomes work, when your hobby becomes work, it's just not any fun anymore, I guess, is what you're trying to say. And I have to agree with that. I'm out of steam. I don't want to go nowhere. Yeah, same here. I just don't feel like going anywhere now. Like if I had to ride with Jared, I'd have never made it, man. I'd have never made it. I'd have got like 3, 4 fucking days down the road and said, "Fuck this, I'm out." And I don't care how much fun I was having. After 4 or 5 days of that shit, I'd be done. Help me set up my Garmin Charlie watch for the what? For the bike operation. Help you set up your Garmin Charlie watch for the bike operation. So, all right, Leonard, you got a Garmin watch, and it's a Charlie Brown watch. It's got Charlie Brown on it. Is that what you're saying? Garmin watch. Holy crap. All right, it's time for a safety break. We are now 1.5 hours into the show, and we haven't even had our first safety break. We had our first hamburger break, but we didn't have a safety break tonight. Satellite cover. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they work off of the satellites. Yeah. Charlie D2 pilot watch. I don't know what that is, dude. I'm not up on the modern electronic watches. I do the I'm a mechanical watch guy. I'm into the mechanical old vintage watches. Um, I moved a couple of hours yesterday. Woke up too dizzy, so didn't didn't do Reest. Went to the library at 5 and right back home. I'm ready. Maybe my typing will improve. Celicia, your typing's fine. I read you loud and clear every time. Be back. Let me test my swag in the bag. Be back in 2 minutes. Dave, you got to go outside to smoke? Oh, I'm sorry. We'll be here waiting for you, brother. I know the feeling, Bri. Okay, anyway, this is what we're smoking tonight. I don't think that's focused very well. It's I know that's just a little tiny bud, but that's all it takes. This is white Durban. White Durban. Yeah. White. Come on, focus. Focus. Focus on that. It will focus. It says white Durban on it. Oh, it's also showing it to you backwards. I didn't realize that the front-facing camera was reversed. Nice fuzzy crystals. Yeah, it's green too. How you like that color? Look at that color, that green color. I can't get it in focus. If I bring it way back here, it's too small for you to see, and if I bring it way up here, it's all out of focus. But yeah. No, I bought this at the dispensary. Bought this at the dispensary like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've still got this left. I've still got that much of it left. Tells you how good it is. I've been working on that for 2 or 3 weeks. Hang on a second. Yum. Yum, says Bri the bike guy. It's pretty fucking hot in here. Fucking heat. Heat cranked on. It's like 70 fucking degrees in here and the heat cranked on. All right, what's up? Funny, all I have left are crystals. Has a name. Well, you're not supposed to smoke the label, Leonard. It might have a picture of pot on it, but that doesn't mean there's pot in it. Can do more than one hit before anxiety fall. It's really loud. Head injuries can't do more than one. Really, Bry? I'm sorry, dude. Are you sure you don't have an inner ear problem? That can happen sometimes with head injuries. You break shit in the ear, and then fucking, you got that, there's a fucking, what do they call them things? There's a gyroscope. You got two gyroscopes in your head, dude. I don't know if you know that, and they're both bones. They're made out of bone, and they're in your ears. And if you fall on your head and you break bones, there's a good chance you also broke something inside your ear. And that might be why you're having issues. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I am a scientist. Mad scientist. Mad scientist. Yeah, yep. Tendinitis. Yep. Tendinitis. That's a sign. That's a sign that you damaged your ears, dude. That actually is a sign. It's either a sign that you have nerve damage or you damaged your ear. And the stop makes you dizzy. You get dizzy if you spin your head? If you spin your head like this? Does that make you dizzy? It does to me. That's how I know about all this, because I've got similar issues. Yeah. Part of getting older, I guess. Called the inner ear crystals, I believe. And you got tendinitis from antibiotics? Really, Cilicia? Wow. I've never heard of that. But I suppose it is possible. Yeah. That's crazy. Tendinitis from antibiotics. Yeah, antibiotics can have lots of weird side effects. Yep, gives you vertigo. Yep, gives you vertigo. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. I guess, when you get older, your shit just doesn't work as good as it did when you were young, but, fucking take a look at a 10-year-old and watch them tumbling around and flipping around like a goddamn top, and their their shit definitely works better than ours does. But I remember when I was young, I was, young and vital and pliable at one time too. So that was a really long time ago. It's hard to remember that far back, but 2 years ago, I was having same issues, started spinning out of nowhere. I figured I was dying a few months later. I forgot about it. Well, that's good, Dave. That means you probably got better. Shit. It's strange how that works out, though, isn't it? You have a serious health problem, and then it just goes away all by itself, and you go, "Oh, fuck it, I forgot. I forgot about that. Yeah, now I feel a lot better now. Yeah, but I forgot all about it. I should have gone to see the doctor, but I forgot all about it." 61, and my word sass reached for wall. Fucking yeah, Bri. I don't know. Something else, Bri, you might want to look into is dehydration. Dehydration will do that to you too. So you might want to look at that. Nah, got teens. They're obnoxious, extremely moody, yeah. I know exactly what you mean, Leonard. Teens can be a fucking pain in the ass. And the sad part is most of them are fucking assholes. But when I was young, I was an asshole too, man. I'm not. I don't hold it against them. Don't worry. Don't worry. They'll be old and decrepit just like us soon enough, and then they'll know where the hell we were coming from. And sassy, yeah, and sassy, yeah, yeah. They're all snarky. They've always got something snarky to say. Very rarely does it make any sense, but it's always some dumbass, smart ass shit. Usually very degrading. First thing they'll say right before they say something really degrading to you is, um, normally I wouldn't say this, or some dumbass shit like that, and then they go ahead and say it any fucking way. Oh shit! I'm lighting the place on fire. Man, I can't believe you guys have stayed with me this long. I must really have it going on, I guess. Yep, I try connecting with myself. I'm okay. I haven't ever been to a doctor since fourth grade, other than crashes, broke bones, and such. Yeah, I kind of know exactly where you're coming from, Dave. You convince yourself you're okay. Is it better to convince yourself you're okay, or to become the hypochondriac that you think you might be? Um, yeah. Um, Once again, the insurance issue, man. If I go into that, I'm gonna be in the political arena. You guys have no idea how fucking political I can get. I try to stay away from it because I know people just, it turns people off. So I try to stay away from political shit as much as possible. But every once in a while, I can't help myself. Yeah, like Noah says to me, "You're the coolest old lady I know," and says, "You're the only old lady I know." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. They'll fucking insult you, but they'll apologize before they actually insult you. Like it's gonna fucking help, you know? Have a quarter-sized scab on my head that says head injuries do linger because other stuff. Man, Brian, you got to stop hurting yourself, brother. I was just thinking about you the other day and that fucking bruise you had on your thigh, which was like the size of a fucking football. Holy shit, man. It's like fucking, if that thing were any bigger, you'd be getting your fucking leg amputated. So fucking, whatever's going on, man, you got to stop. You got to stop that. You got to stop doing that, man. Um, but yeah, I worry about you. I worry about you seriously, man. I mean, I know a lot of us probably are riding around with head damage, that should preclude us from being on two wheels. To tell the truth, I have no doctor. Dave, you might be better off without doctors. Seriously, given what we've found out about doctors over the past few years, with the pandemic and all that shit that's going on, most of these motherfuckers are Doctor fucking Mangula anyway. Ah, that's why you ride slow. Life-changing brain damage. Yeah, zero doctors for me. Well, I mean, you can only take that so far, I think. But um, yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, I don't. Me personally, I don't trust doctors. I mean, I've had a couple in my lifetime that I thought were great and that I did trust, but they've been few and far between, brother. Most of them, I pay a fortune for health insurance. Me personally, I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's it's my largest expense, bigger than my electric bill, bigger than my insurance bill, bigger. And I never even go to see the fucking doctor. I haven't been to see the fucking doctor. I mean, I went when I fucking smashed my face, but a fucking, besides that, I haven't seen a doctor in fucking years. But I'm still fucking paying thousands and thousands of dollars every year to these motherfuckers for absolutely fucking nothing. And you know what? I ain't going to see them either because, like I said, I think fucking 50% of them are Dr. Mengulas. They're just sick fucking individuals. I had a doctor that was he was my neighbor. And so, like, we hung out with each other, and, I go over to his back door and hang out on his deck, and we drink a beer in the evening and shit like that and talk crap. And learning what was inside this guy's head, it was a sick motherfucker that I really fucking didn't have any fucking business even being around. After a while, I realized I don't live by that fucker anymore, but fucking he was a sick motherfucker. Yeah, Dave, I was lucky. I hit 2 air filters and they landed under my neck when I fell. Jesus Christ, Bry. You got to be careful, man. Too many doctors are arrogant and condescending. Yeah, Celicia, I agree. I agree. I remember going into a doctor's office one time and I was like, Doc, this is what's wrong with me. This is what we need to do. This is what prescription you should give me. Blah, blah, blah. This fucking jerk looked at me like fucking I was out of my fucking mind. Right? And then he came back 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later or however the fuck long it was with the exact subscription that I fucking told him I needed because he knew I was fucking right. But fucking, yeah. You should just duct tape them air filters to your ass, Brian, at this point. Yeah. Doctors give me PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Doctors, Jesus Christ, it's like fucking being raped, isn't it? What the hell? What was the hit, Bri? Fucking, it was the planet Earth, Leonard. He hit the fucking planet. Took me from 96 to learn how to talk and walk, and then walk and talk was 99. Wow. Wow, Dave, I didn't know all that. Wow. That's crazy. Well, brother, you're walking and talking pretty good right now. At least the walk, the talking part. You got to talk. I haven't seen you walk, but I know you can speak well. So I'm glad you got through that, man. That's fucking hard, man. Fucking have to learn how to walk and talk again. What did you wreck on a drag bike or something? You were on a drag bike or something when you wrecked? That's your hobby? And 2 hands scraped on sides, 14 steps backwards into concrete with my head, Leo. Oh my God. Jesus. Wow, Bri. Bri, have you seen a doctor? I gotta ask you. I mean, I know I just trashed 50% of the doctors on the planet, but have you gone to see one? What are they saying? If you have all these symptoms, what exactly are they telling you? He does look out for idiots. That was bad. Nope, sports bike at 40 miles an hour. All it took was 40 miles an hour, huh, Dave? Wow. Hey, 40 miles an hour is a lot faster than you think it is, right? When you're going down the road at 40 miles an hour, it doesn't look all that fast, but you can take a step off the bike and try to run next to it, and you find out just how fucking fast you're actually going. Right? Were you wearing a helmet, Dave, when it happened? Well, something tells me you weren't wearing a helmet. Go see someone, brother. No leaking, but if dizzy in morning, yes. I'm not sure what that means. I was fine Monday, Tuesday, but mowed Wednesday. But you mowed Wednesday. Tomorrow morning, get an emergency or such. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like we've convinced Bri to go see a doctor. Yeah, you really need to find out what's going on. If maybe they can help you. If you've got insurance, use it. If you got insurance, use it. Left leg shrunk 3 inches, broke jaw, orbital eye socket, broke arm, fractured skull, medical coma for I don't know how long. Good guess, no helmet. Yeah, I figured if you'd had a helmet on at 40 miles an hour, you may have been okay. Dude, damn it, your health and family. Am okay now, thanks. Shoulder took a big hit and blah, 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 swollen. Well, I'm confused now, Brian. I don't know if if the dizziness came before the accident and caused it, or did the accident cause the dizziness? An accident caused this crooked nose here that you guys are looking at. In case you haven't noticed, my nose is like fucking way the fuck over here. But that's another story we won't get into. Took a fucking big hit and blah. Yeah, I'm confused, Brian. You've had so many accidents, and I'm under the impression that it's caused by the dizziness that you're having. Am I catching this right? In that case, you need to get your head checked. Yeah, and every time he hits the pavement, it gets shook worse, and the situation feeds on itself. He got dizzy, so he wrecked the bike, which caused the brain damage that's making him even more dizzier now. So every time he gets back on the bike, he wrecks again, which causes more brain damage, which makes him dizzier. Which, yeah, we're in a vicious circle now, Bri. We gotta break the cycle. We gotta break the cycle somewhere. You're either gonna have to stop riding or see a doctor. One of the two. One of the two. I think the stress and the heat yesterday put me back into square one. Hit, knocked out with road wreck, knocked out on stairs. You're in a vicious cycle, dude. You're in a, you got one thing feeding on the other, and you're just going back and forth between the two, and gonna have to break that cycle somehow. I don't take much to get a concussion. Yeah, me neither, Dave. I've had quite a few in my time, and I think I pretty much go around permanently concussed at this point. Seriously, uh, I've just learned to work through it, man. My brain has figured out the workarounds, and I can function. But yeah, I get dizzy. I Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm really at a loss at this point. Fucking give us all another 20 years. We're going to be in wheelchairs talking about this shit at the old folks' home. Yeah, bro. I really hope you figure it out, or just get better on your own. If that will work. If you have to stay off the bike for a few weeks to give yourself time to heal, that's what you need to do, man. That's what I'm doing, right? I haven't ridden the bike since the accident. Haven't even tried to start it. When I feel the time is right, and I can fully fall on my head again and not re-break the bone that I already did break once, then I think I'll be ready to ride again. But I'm not going to rush it. When I'm ready to ride, I'm ready to ride. Right now I'm just like still really disappointed in myself for even having crashed. I'm like, fucking, what kind of fucking idiot? What idiot rides off the edge of the fucking road one-handed, looking the other fucking direction, not paying? Can't take drugs or drink. I feel fucking Dave. Jesus. Dave, stuff half the time spelling doesn't know what I'm trying to spell. Yep. I doubt that half you guys know what the fuck I'm even trying to say. Yes, road to the library and cigar shop, but not good. So sitting here all day. Yeah. Hey man, that's one of the reasons I try to spread my hobbies out. You know, if I can't do one, maybe I can do the other. You know, I try not to focus too heavily on any one thing. You know, spice. You know, you need a little spice in your life. You gotta, you know, you can't eat hamburgers every day. No matter how much you love them. 7 blocks. 7 blocks. Yep, 1 millisecond and your life can change. That's right. That's right, Dave. One stupid mistake is all it takes. And yeah, I came to that realization just about a week and a half ago when I hit the pavement. I was like, fuck, I done fucked up. Oh my God, this is gonna be fuck. Oh man, I thought I was gonna be in the hospital for sure. I thought I was really fucked up because when I hit, I heard this fucking bone crack. I can touch it now. It's actually cracked right there. But fucking, guess what? Bri time to chill. Guess what? Bri time to chill. X. Not sure what that means, Dave. But I got to get my safety break in. I haven't had a safety break in an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm feeling very insecure right now. I was going to ask if figured everyone had. Oh, fuck. I was going to ask if figured everyone had. I don't know. I can't even remember what we were talking about 2.5 minutes ago because I've got so much brain damage. Oh, that's right. We were talking about brain damage. Skip your face. I know, Bri. Don't look at it, dude. Just don't look. Right? I understand, right? Fucking it's like fucking watching a train wreck in slow motion. My face. My face is a oh my gosh. There it is. Brain damage. Brain damage. Yep. Looking at my face is causing brain damage. This weed is so gooey. It's so fucking gooey. No, was going to ask, but figured others had. You look fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't bruise and swell like normal people for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just never have. I've always been a very fast healer, and I don't bruise and swell up like other people. Um, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm superhuman, and you know how many people can break their fucking face and be nearly completely healed a week and a half later? Not many. But that's me. That's pretty much where I am. It was like, fuck, it was hurting really bad yesterday. Fuck, oh my God, it was hurting really fucking bad. And I thought I was going to have to go back to the doctor, but today I feel great. So, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, blessed, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, faith in the Lord, man. Faith in the Lord helps. But now that I pushed on it, it does hurt. My weed was so swaggy, but some swaggy in the bag is better than nothing. Yeah, Dave. Well, what's the problem with that, man? Are is it? Are you are you able to go to a dispensary, or are you free range pothead? Me personally, I've got the dispensary right up the street, and I can go in there and buy anything I want. Well, up till 9 p.m. Up till 9 p.m. in the evening, I can go in there and get anything. Don't ride yet. I haven't learned to levitate, so I had to get to library. Can't believe people even go to the library anymore with the internet. I don't know. I like paper too. I like paper books. I do. So you know, I guess it's still a thing. My goodness. Wow. So what else can I talk about? Anything you guys want to ask me, or you know, any Anything you'd like to see, or I'm not showing my dick though. Don't ask me that. Um, I like paper books, movies, and download books to listen to. Yeah, I like that too, bro. I do that a lot, actually. I used to do that a lot. I used to download books all the time and listen to them. I haven't been to the library though in years. Learned to levitate so hard. I got, but I think I've read every damn book there is. So maybe that's why I don't go to the library anymore. That blurry skip. Please don't unzip. Well, dude, fucking, you're gonna need a fucking magnifying glass anyway. But we've got ladies present, so we're not going to do that. Dave's here too. Hey, I'm a lot less bored than I was an hour and a half ago. I'm glad you guys came by. Um, I'm I'm feeling pretty cheered up now. What time is it? 5 minutes to 12. How long should we go, guys? 5 more minutes? Shall we go till midnight, or shall we make it till 1 a.m.? I'll leave it up to you guys. 5 more minutes or another hour. I have to go to work. Okay, Celicia. Hey, man. Hey, chick. Hey, chick. Thanks a lot for coming by. I appreciate it. Better than watching TV until they kick us off. Until they kick us off. Wow. Now I'm going to dip. Dave's going to dip too. All right, guys. Well, looks like we're in the last 5 minutes of the show then. Anyway, we got a couple of people who are going to dip out on us, and so we'll go a few more minutes. We got to get that official safety break in honor of Jared. In Jared's honor, this safety break's for you, brother. Well, then I'll hang. Well, you said you had to go to work. Well, then I'll hang. Yeah, we'll continue the show as long as there's people here. Um, I got nothing better to do. I'm just gonna wind up looking at dumbass shit on YouTube after you guys go anyway. Hey, Dave, thanks for coming by, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm a caregiver at the other of the house, and at the other of the. Yeah, I know that's what your career is, Celicia. Um, you do what you got to do. Um, I applaud you for doing that kind of work, actually. And I understand that when they need you, and you got to go. So I thank you for just showing up, for just coming by, I have the one quarter BB in my. You got what? I have a one quarter BB in my 100cc cylinder to sand. Thought Raul would rag that I have new piston and it's not in. Well, fuck, Raul puts in a new piston every other fucking day, so I don't know where he's got any room to talk. I yelled and they can wait. Work on that Jared tune. Tonight? Yeah. I'm letting that percolate right now. I actually haven't even tried to work on it since the night that I put up the first video because, songwriting just doesn't work that way for me. I can't like just sit down and go, okay, we're going to write a song now, Bill. Blah, blah, blah. By the way, that's my, anyway, it just doesn't work that way. And, so I'm just waiting for the next verse to pop into my head. I'm planting seeds in there for what I want it to be, and we're letting them grow right now. It'll take a couple of days. They'll grow out, and one day I'll be driving home down the road, and all of a sudden the next verse will pop into the head, and I'll write it down when I get here, and the song will grow. And the more it grows on itself. You know, the it has to be organic to really come. And so we're just waiting for that to happen, pretty much. And it'll happen. It just it takes time. Go back to your vid, marinate on it. Yeah, yeah. No, I have. I've been running the song in my head. You know, we've got the first lyrics. I've got them right here. Actually, I'm looking at them. This is a song about my friend Jared, and if there's one thing I know, he ain't scared to ride a bicycle across the great U.S. of A. Right? See, and I had that written down three different ways already. I've had it first. I had ride across America to see the USA, and then I had ride across the USA to see America, and now we got ride a bicycle across America to see the U.S. to ride it. I don't know. It's going to wind up something like that, though. Save that money and buy a real deal, damn it. He's riding the roads, popping the tires, eating all the bugs, and he's tired. Yeah, it's going to come out. It'll come out. We'll probably have it all finished by the end of next month, I'll bet. Um, by that time, everyone who will have forgotten who Jared and the great epic journey of 2024 even was. But that's all right. I'm not envisioning it being a number one hit anyway. So, hey, Bry, be careful going to the toilet, brother. But I thought that the next line I came up with was I didn't know if that people would be mad about this. I kind of, I just made it up. He ripped a motor off a mower, and we all know that's not what really happened. He went down to Harbor Freight and bought a fucking motor, but that's what the song's gonna say. It's gonna say he ripped a motor off a mower and found a bike laying in a gutter. I had holler there at first, and then I realized that gutter was a better word. And put them both together to build his mighty steed, right? And that's his own words there, mighty steed, right? I'm gonna try to use his words as much as possible. Thank you, thank you. Poetic license, right? I like that. Poetic license. That's right. Oh my goodness. So I've been getting videos from Jared. Um, I think one popped up today that I hadn't seen before, and I was like, oh, he's uploading videos. Did had lots of safety meetings, smoked lots of weed. Had lots of safety meetings, smoked lots of weed. See, I'll be going back into all these videos and plucking out all these little phrases as I go along. So a lot of them could find their way into the song. Damn, that rhymed itself. Damn, should have been a rapper. Don't you stop now. Oh my gosh. But I'm having too much fun, man. I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to, oh no. Oh, I hate making the brain work. Fucking the brain burns too many calories. Makes me tired when I think. No, it'll come, man, but just keep all those little ideas, keep poking me with those little ideas because they do stick, and some of them are going to find their way into the song. That's right, Dave. I am, the only thing I'm not is a NASA engineer. I am not a NASA engineer. We've only got one NASA engineer in the bunch, and he's not here tonight. Probably because his phone card ran out. I don't know what Raul's going to do. Pretty soon, that 3G phone he's got isn't going to work anymore. I love Raul, though, man. He's all right. I like that guy. I really do. Sorry, I had to give Raul that position. Hey, you know what? I think Raul's been fucking pulling our legs all this time. You know, he really doesn't work for NASA. He works for Boeing. I think he's a door installer. Raul would bite them zombies. Oh yeah, I'm feeling much safer. Oh yeah, safety. That's safety there. That's safety right there. The Coast Guard ever pulls me over, I'm gonna like show 'em my fucking life preserver, my fucking horn, and my fucking bowl. Yeah, he got fired from Boeing and hired at NASA. Yep, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Yeah. Raul lives in a rough area there, man. He's right there in the middle of Philadelphia, man. That fucking place must be rough. Holy shit, man. I watched one of his videos the other day and he's like in town. He is in town. But got laid off 5 days later. You sure he got laid off? Oh no, man. That's not the story I heard. I heard some shit about midgets and fucking wrestling and shit, and I don't know. That's what I heard. Something to do with midgets and wrestling, and fucking he don't work there no more. Yeah, he's in the hood. He's in the hood too. Oh, you know what? I'm in the hood too, actually. But I'm like in the country hood. I'm in the country hood. Fucking some idiot fucking broke into my car the other night. Fucking smashed my fucking window out. Couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, I had only been home for like 2 hours and the cop comes knocking on my door. Fucking, I'm like, oh fuck, man. Oh shit, what do I do? Fucking, oh, that's right, weed's legal. Can I help you, officer? And fucking, he's like, yeah, man, fucking, somebody busted the window out of your car. Has it always been that way? And I'm like, fuck no, it ain't always been that way. What? No, there's fucking glass all over the ground. It's always fucking been that way. But okay, Celicia, have a good night, sweetheart, and we'll see you. And so anyway, fucking, he comes to my door and they caught him. They caught the guy, man. They caught him breaking into somebody else's car like a block down the road, and so they actually got the guy, which was good news. But I still got to fucking buy a window, and there's not even anything in my fucking car. You know, it's a fucking Toyota Corolla. You know, fucking like, okay, there's a 20-year-old Toyota Corolla. Let's go break the window out of that motherfucker. I'm sure there's a fucking Rolex in there. Come on, fellas. Fucking use your goddamn head. You're in a fucking really poor neighborhood. It's a really fucking old beat up fucking Corolla. There ain't fucking nothing in it. But, you can't tell that to knuckleheads because that's why they're out there fucking breaking into cars in the first place because they're fucking dumb. So, yeah, man, they caught him. Fucking, they caught them motherfuckers. And I'm sure nothing will happen. They probably got released back to their fucking parents an hour and a half later and fucking, they're probably out doing it again somewhere right now. But they'll know better than to come mess with my car again because there wasn't nothing in it. Yeah, yeah, I've seen the guy with the glitter bombs. Yeah, I it just wasn't aggressive enough for me, you know. If that were me, there would be more than glitter in that fucking box. But fucking, you know, since I'm not real keen on going to San Quentin, and you know, I am stealing a Johnny Cash song, but I'm not real eager to play one in prison. Blessing of my area, there's nobody. If you see anyone, they're lost or trouble. Yeah, right, exactly. I know what you're saying. The live cut off for a second there. I think we reached the 3 hours and it restarted. Is you guys still there? I guess you are. Too bad he didn't spray super glue first. Yeah, but I know exactly what you're saying, Dave. I'm in the country, but I'm not quite in that kind of area. I'm in a small neighborhood of low income townhouses. I bought a repossessed HUD house in a depressed area. I got it really cheap, like 50% of the market value is what I paid, and that was my opportunity to become a homeowner, and I was going to take it no matter what the damn neighborhood was. Across the block from me, there's a whole row of Section 8 housing. And that's pretty much, I think, where all the trouble comes from in this neighborhood is like those 8 or 9 houses on the other side they're all Section 8. Yeah, it's a nice place, Bri. It's just a little townhouse. It's just me living here, so it's plenty big enough for me. I got like three fucking bedrooms upstairs. But like I said, I paid half the market price for the house, and and I'm glad I did because the market increased dramatically just after I bought. Like within a few months after I bought, prices started going up dramatically, and so yeah, I got in at the right time at a really good price, and I'm lucky to be here. Frankly, you know, I'm in a bad neighborhood, but I am lucky to have this place, and so I think I you know I count my blessings. I'm counting my blessings. The neighborhood has gotten better. It has gotten better over the few years that I've been here. When I first got here, it was really bad. Oh my God, it was really bad, man. Crack dealers in my front yard every fucking night. Fucking weird ass shit. Fucking, just weird shit going on right in front of my fucking house every fucking night. That shit went on for a couple of years, but most of those guys either they shot each other or they're in prison. Man, we used to have shootings in this neighborhood all the time. Fucking like I'd be up late at night at 2 a.m. and I'd hear bang 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 bang. You know, fucking people shooting at each other and stuff. And you know, I'd go out there and talk to the people afterwards and stuff. And you know, when the cops after the cops had showed up, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, so and so, you know, so and so who's making a bunch, you know, that guy that makes a bunch of trouble in our neighborhood and blah 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 and harasses everybody. Yeah, somebody shot his ass." And fucking that went on for like a couple of years, dude. For fucking people were fucking getting knocked. They were literally knocking these guys off. Man, I don't know if we got some vigilante neighbor out here somewhere who's going around, but fucking there was another guy down the street who was fucking robbing and harassing people openly out in the fucking street. And fucking one night I was sitting up and I heard fucking 9 loud shotgun blasts. Fucking like just down the street, like 5, 6 houses over is where this guy lived. And fucking somebody had shot him in his front yard 9 fucking times with a shotgun. And fucking the whole neighborhood knew. They were like, well, I guess that's the, neighborhood's getting better now. You would think everybody would be going around, oh my God, there's somebody going around shooting people. No, somebody's fucking going around knocking off the fucking criminals in this fucking neighborhood. There's some vigilante around here somewhere who's lost his fucking mind and he's taking care of business. He is taking out the fucking trash because this fucking neighborhood is getting quieter and quieter and quieter. And like we're at the point now where I think we're actually like normal. We're like a normal. I haven't even heard a gunshot in like a year now, probably. Lived in South Florida till I was 35. Seen it all, been shot. My friend's been shot. Left that lifestyle back in, yeah. I don't ever want to be a part of that lifestyle, Dave. You look like you have a. Is that the Twitter? Hit your home. Brian, I don't. You say is that the twit that tried to hit your home? I'm not sure if you're referring to the time that somebody put a bullet through my front window. Um, I don't even know if I ever told you guys about that, but yeah, when I first moved in here a couple months after I was here, somebody put a bullet right through my front window. Um, if I had been sitting on the couch, I'd be fucking dead right now. But I think they got that guy. I think he's gone. I think that was one of the guys that got shot because I pretty much knew who it was. I already knew who it was, when it happened. And I didn't know the guy's name. I just know he's fucking some piece of trash that hangs around in the neighborhood. But I knew what he looked like and blah 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 blah. And fucking shortly after he disappeared. Haven't seen him since. So I think he was one of the guys that got shot. It's 5 minutes ago and I'm 59. No punk that tried to punch you. I think you're thinking about Raul, Bry. I think you're got me confused with Raul. Um, yeah, that was Raul, dude. That guy got arrested or something, I believe, um, or something. I forget what Raul told us now, but he said something about I think that was Raul that you're thinking about. He was having to drive by some bum in a fucking alleyway every day, and the guy was giving him a hard time. And next thing he knew, the guy was either got shot or fucking is in jail. I can't. Yeah, he's in jail. That's right. He's in jail. No, you were riding. Oh, the kid. Yeah, the kid. I got that kid's picture too, because he was in the video. I took that video down because I tried to kick his ass when I went by, because I seen him coming out to try to hit me. And nah, that was just some fucking kid. That was in the neighborhood up the street. There was another neighborhood like 2 miles from here that I usually ride through on my little rides. And yeah, no, that was just some fucking kid, man. I think that was like a 10-year old. The kid was like 10 years old probably. So I'm not even going to take that one seriously. Um, but it was indicative of the type of area that I live around, where people like him will try to come out and just assault people openly, not even trying to hide it, broad fucking daylight. Let's just run up to this motherfucker and try to punch him, you know. It's like, that's the area I live in. But like I said, it has gotten better. It has gotten better. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not even worried about that kid. Little kid. He's not going to remember me in 6 months, and I ain't going to remember him. And that's the best way to go. People like that, man. That's the one thing I've learned. People like that, you retaliate against these dumb motherfuckers, and now you're stuck in their head. Now they got to get you. But if they're just some fucking bully who's bullying you or some shit like that, and just trying to be a fucking jughead, fucking you just ignore those motherfuckers because they'll forget about you, and fucking they'll be on to somebody else, in no time at all. And then fucking, you could just sit back and watch those two motherfuckers go at it, because the second you retaliate, that's when they fucking remember your ass. And it just ain't worth it, because they're gonna fucking do themselves worse than you could ever do them. Well, except for me, I would fuck them up. But fucking, but fucking, um, 9 times out of 10, what they're gonna do to themselves is fucking worse than what you had in mind. So fucking, you just let it fucking go, man, and the situation will generally work itself out. Or some fucking crazy ass vigilante will come along in the middle of the night and shoot him 9 times with a shotgun. So that's the way I do it. Yeah, fuck. I'm not gonna fucking play games with these stupid fuckers. I got more important shit to do. Yeah, but Leonard, I've been thinking about that open helmet situation real hard now, man. I hate having my face covered when I'm riding, and plus, I'm riding a fucking bicycle. You look fucking ridiculous with a full face helmet on. Let's face it, it just doesn't look cool. Turns out, seriously tan guy was shot by a beige policeman. They took it out on me in Flint, Michigan as I rode through. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, see, that's the world we're living in. That's the world we're living in. I'm really hoping though it's gonna get better. I think the past few years events have worked up a lot of people. A lot of people are looking around and from both sides, and they're going, no, we ain't doing this, and fucking. So I think it's gonna get better, man. I think it already is getting better, but we have those memories of the way it used to be. Yeah, fucking fucked up crackheads attacking Raul. Fucking now they're all in jail. Got all full-faced helmets. Yeah, it isn't cool, but neither is not having a chin, right? Not having teeth and a chin is fucking way fucking less cool. Nobody's coming to my area to protest. Yeah, yeah. I think they tried that down here, but the great thing about where I live out on a peninsula, right? And there's only one way in and one way out, right? So you come down here and fuck around, you're gonna find out, and then you gotta fucking go like 50 miles up the road to get the fuck out of here. So we don't have a lot of bullshit down here, actually. We got some stupid motherfuckers who think they can get away with shit, but the truth is there's no fucking place to run unless you got a boat. If you ain't got a boat around here, you're stuck. You ain't going nowhere. You rob a bank, you ain't getting away. Little 35 knows. Won't ride a bike there. Did drive my 3-ton car with others who knew people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember when I was a kid, and I didn't really know too much about racism, but I had a lot of black friends, right? I had a lot of black friends, and I would, we hung out, right? And like these guys would take me to places where white people were not allowed. You were not fucking allowed to go, but fucking they would take me there. Like we'd go to pool halls and shit, and they'd be like, "Yeah, this is my buddy. Don't fuck with him," right? Fucking coolest thing ever, right? But yeah, that's how it was. That's how it used to be around here. Helmets have saved lives multiple times. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Hey, Dave, I had a really bad accident too when I was younger. I guess I was about 17 or 18, and I ran a CB 350 into a tree going around a turn. I was going around a turn, and fucking being a dumbass, I was trying to race some fucking super bike in front of me. Yeah, it was good back when peeps cared for each other. Yeah, yeah. I mean, things haven't always been this way. But fucking, I was racing somebody, being a jackass, and fucking, we came up on a left hand ascending turn where went over a hill, went over a hill and turned left, and there was no fucking banking in that turn, right? And the guy in front of me was like 100 yards in front of me, and I seen him drop over the hill and break left, and I was like, okay, I see what's coming. And I got up on that hill and I was fucking booking, and I fucking went to lean into the turn, and fucking the wheels came right off the fucking ground, dude. It was like, I think they were still touching, but the bike got so light that I just lost all traction and just went straight, dude. Fucking hit a fucking like a 3 foot fucking wide tree, man. Fucking head on. Boom! Fucking the bike hit the tree. I went to the left of the tree, but I flew through the air for like fucking 100 yards, or well, probably wasn't 100 yards, probably 50 yards, probably about 40 or 50 yards in the air, landed on my fucking head, spun around, flipped over a bunch of fucking times, and fucking, I came up and I'm like this on my stomach, sliding backwards on my stomach, and the bike is fucking headed right fucking for me. And fucking, everything came to a stop before the bike got to me, and the fucking, but goddamn, man. So there's no doubt in my mind, if I hadn't fucking been wearing that helmet, my head would have been sanded down to about right here. Yeah, trees. Fuck, two trees don't move. That motherfucker jumped right out in front of me. That motherfucker was doing it. Oh, fucking, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Fucking, and fucking, boom. Amos murdering tonight. Who's Amos? Yeah. Yeah, God watches out for fools. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I learned about helmets from that one accident. I was like, I ain't riding without a fucking helmet no more. Fuck that shit. I think when I hit the road, it made me about 2 inches shorter. Well, I was a tough little booger back then. I was fucking 18, man. Fucking built like a brick fucking shit house. You couldn't hurt me with a fucking jackhammer. Oh, almost lost you guys. Yeah, me too, Bryant. Nothing better than a ride on a road where there's no traffic, man. Even if it is just dirt, man. I agree with you there, 100%, 100%, brother. I don't think I would even ride a motorcycle on the street nowadays. We have so many motorcycle accidents in this area. People are fucking wrecking all the time and getting fucking killed, man. Fucking left and fucking right. So like you won't catch me on the street riding a motorcycle out in traffic with these crazy motherfuckers. Crashed a few weeks ago. Route stopped me instantly. Went over the bars going about. Come on, Dave. Over 35 full face helmet, please. Yeah, that's about how I look at it too, Leonard. My number would be 40, but 35, yeah. Like I said earlier, 40, you never realize how fast 40 is until you fucking hit something. Going about 5 miles an hour in the woods. Yeah, that can happen. 5 miles an hour. You're lucky it didn't burst into flames, dude. That fucking thing could have exploded. Oh, 5 miles an hour in the woods. And give me some ice cubes, fellas. Hang on. All right. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, guys, on our 780th Motorized Bikers Enthusiast Live. My name is skipstalforce, filling in for Jared tonight, who's off taking a long-deserved rest from his 40-day adventure in the wild. I'm glad you could join me. The blessing is you don't have far to fall and you're going slow. I love the pit bike. It goes anywhere. Yeah, pit bikes are really cool. I have to agree with that. Pit bikes are cool. I almost bought a mini bike, when I was looking for, an adventure, right? When I first got into the motorized biker thing, and I looked at mini bikes, and I, looked about at some of the Chinese mini bikes. I was going to buy a Honda CT70 clone from China, right? It was like $1,300, $1,500, something like that, and it was a perfect clone of the Honda CT70 mini bike. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. That's the one with the solid frame. It's not like a tube frame. It's like a monocoque frame, where the gas tank and the motor are actually part of the frame. And but I had one when I was a kid, and I really love that thing. And so the Chinese are making a clone that comes with a 150 motor. It's a CT70 with a 150 motor. Man, fucking no brainer there. I was like, oh man, that's what I want. I want that. This thing was like street legal. You could put tags on it, ride it on the street, but it was like $1,500. And if I'm going to spend 50, I could go out and buy a used Honda something, a used Honda whatever, for $300 or $400, right? I wasn't going to spend $1,500 on a mini bike. Got a frame. Looked at CNC engine case prices. My brother now has a frame. So anyway, I nixed that idea. I was like, yeah, that's just too expensive. I looked at the pit bikes. Some of those pit bikes you can get for like 1,000, a little more than $1,000, brand new. And I thought, but I can't really, I can't ride that on the road and blah blah. And then I discovered, the motorized bicycle thing, man. One day I'm on the internet and I found the bike guy. No, Bry Guy. I found Bry Guy, right? Bry Guy with the freaking he's got like the 1950s cruiser bike. It's like got really thin tires, and he's got a big headlight on it. This thing looks like it should be on a cigar box, right? It looks like a vintage, motorcycle you would see on a cigar box. And I saw that and I was like, that's it. That's what I want. That's what I want, man. That's what I fucking want. And his videos are so good too, man. He's whatever camera he's using, that's the camera we should all be using, right? Because his videos really look good. And so that's what I wanted, man. And so, and then I found out about Bikeberry, which may or may not have been a good thing. It was a good thing for me, I think. I haven't had that much trouble at Bikeberry parts. They're not great. I know they're not great, but they're cheap, they're affordable, and that's and they're usable. They were they're function they function. If you put them together right, they function. And so that's what I went for, man. So now I got that great little bike sitting there over there, and I could have I think the bike kit cost me 160. I think it was 160 for the motor kit, and I got like another 100 in the exhaust, and I bought new tires, and I painted it, and bought a seat, and bought the tachometer and the speedometer and some headlights and shit like that. So and I still only got like 600 into it. I went out and bought all that bells and whistles. I looked at all the bells and whistles that everybody else had, and and the fucking the 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 speedometer is completely useless. It doesn't mean any fucking thing. It just looks cool, and that's what I wanted. I just wanted to look cool, you know. I loved my bicycles when I lived in Lynchburg, Virginia. That's not too far from where I'm at, Dave. That's like across the river somewhere over in Virginia. That's probably less than 150 miles from here. But yeah, I just wanted to relive the old days of when I was a kid, and you know, um, rekindle those old feelings of riding a mini bike, right? When we were teenagers, we built a cabin in the woods, and we rode our mini bikes out there on weekends, and fucking brought cases of beer with us and bags of weed and had a good old time, And I wanted to retouch on those memories, and that was how I did it, with the bike, and I did, I got exactly what I wanted. I got exactly what I wanted. I can't believe we've actually gone 2.5 hours, fellas. I never thought I would be this successful. I can't believe it. I can't believe I even figured out enough shit to talk about over the past 2.5 hours. Because normally I'm an incredibly boring guy. Great streets, great views. Motorized bicycles now, the country in North Carolina kind of turned useless. Uh, hmm. Yeah, Bry, that's exactly what I was shooting for, dude. Thank you. That was kind of what I was shooting for when I built it. I think a lot of people are trying to make their bikes look like bikes, so that they don't get busted by the cops. And I took the exact opposite route, and I was like, I'm gonna make this fucking thing look like a motorcycle, right? And it worked out pretty good. The one thing about the 24-inch frame is that it's compact enough that the motor kind of fills it, so it looks like it belongs there. It looks like it's kind of built for it. And here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But you see how I don't know if it's bright enough in here for you to see, but you see how the frame is pretty much filled up by the motor, so it gives it that motorcycle feel. And then I remember one night Jared was cracking, and he was saying these damn motherfuckers are making their bikes look like motorcycles, and I was like, ooh. Yeah, yeah, Leonard, it's a 24-inch. It's a 24-inch bike. It probably looks like a 26 because I'm a small person. I'm only like 5'9". So it might look bigger with me riding it or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's a 24-inch. It's perfect for me. I love it. I love it. It's the perfect size. I ride 26 or 27 if I have to pedal, but for the motorized bike, the 24 is perfect. I like it because it's lower, right? It's 24 inches. It's lower. It's much, much lower. My seat is only like 30 inches off the ground, which is pretty low for a bicycle. Something I noticed with these 26-inch guys, they try to make them low as they can, but they're still way the fuck up there. And the center of gravity on a motorized bicycle is already way the hell up there. Not that it really matters because you can pretty much flip it around any way you want to go because it's so light. But still, it's a little bit different than riding a motorcycle when you're on a bike. When you're on a motorcycle, the center of gravity is real low, and it just kind of, it keeps you straight, and it kind of sucks you down to the road. But with the motorized bike, when you tip over, when you tilt it, your CG is way up here, so you're really kind of flipping it. Hey Dave, thanks for coming and seeing us tonight, brother. You have a good night, man. Yeah, it fills the frame up. There's not a big open space, which I'm going to shoot. I'm going to go the exact opposite direction on the next build. Here, I'm going to show you my next bike real quick while you guys are here. Let's go out in the living room and flip on a light. Let's see. Pretty dark. Let me turn this light off so it's not backlit. And then you can see it better. But I got two bikes here. There we go. See the blue one? That's probably going to be my next bike. That's a 26-inch bike. And you can see that's got a lot of space in the frame. The motor probably only take up about 30 or 40% of that space. And I'm thinking about leaving the fenders on it. Believe it or not, as dangerous as fenders are, I think I'm gonna leave them on there. But I'm gonna make this bike different than everybody else's bike, right? Everybody else tries to go as fast as they can. They're building these fucking, everybody's trying to build a fucking crotch rocket, right? I'm gonna shoot for. This is going to be a Mr. Bean bike, right? This is the bike that Mr. Bean would be riding on if he were here. Top speed, 23 miles an hour, right? We're not shooting for the stars, and it's going to be so heavily fucking muffled that you won't fucking hear nothing. It's going to be the quietest fucking bike you ever heard. The bearings are going to make more noise than the exhaust. That's what I have in mind for my next build. Looks like I'm doing show and cruise faster. I rode a 24-inch tire of one for a couple. Yeah, right. I'm worried. The thin tires, that does concern me. But like I said, on this bike, the object is not going to be speed, and I'm not going to build it for speed. Matter of fact, I may overgear it low just for that reason, so that if somebody else gets on it and rides it, there's just no fucking way they're ever going to get it to go over 22, 24 miles an hour top speed. A half-inch tailpipe. You mean like if I make the tailpipe thicker? Not the sidewalls, but the actual diameter. If it's a higher diameter pipe, yeah, I believe that would work. Yeah. And since we're not trying to break any speed records, all we're looking for is that low end torque. As long as it's got that low end torque, that hill climb capability, that's what we want, right? We're not trying to go fast. The tires, the fenders, the whole thing, the whole bike is that bike is not going to be anywhere near as strong as this 24-inch mountain bike frame that I'm currently using, which has the tubes on that thing are like this, right? The tubes on that blue bike are like this. No, tailpipe from plexi, or as I did, bent copper tubing. 52 teeth and up. Man, that's a big sprocket. I'm currently running the 36 on that 24-inch bike, which is perfect, man. King of the hood, man. Perfect, the perfect top speed, the perfect acceleration for me. And you have to consider I only weigh like 140, so I can get away with shit that the rest of you guys can't probably. You can put 1.75 tires on a 1 3/8 rim. Good point, Bri. Good point. I'll be looking into that. 50 tooth skip. I was thinking 44 would be what I would shoot for, 44. Um, One thing about having a big rear sprocket is any deviations from center are going to be exaggerated the bigger the sprocket is, um, which makes it harder to work with. Um, Out of round can be a bigger problem too. You know, if your sprocket's out of round, your chain is going to be real tight on one side and real loose on the other side, and the larger the diameter, the more that's going to be amplified. So I don't want to go too large because it could create other problems that I just don't want to deal with. Simplicity is a big part of anything I build. I believe simplicity equals success. So, yeah, there's going to be a limit there to that sprocket size that I'm willing to accept. Did that for a year, hit 32, 52, 50, will not fly in the hills. Will not fly in the hills. Get a CNC hub mount, is what Cilicia says. That's a good point, Cilicia. But I have to make a counterpoint to that, to the CNC hub thing, and that is that not all the hubs are perfectly round. So you may think that you're fixing your problem by having a machined hub to get everything centered and lined up. But if the hub itself is off, which a lot of them are, actually, they're not off by much. But like I said, the bigger the sprocket, the more it gets amplified. But that doesn't always solve your problem. But that is a solution that is probably it does offer. That is a viable solution, but it doesn't always work, is what I'm trying to say. But you're right, especially with that type of build. You know, I'm trying to build like a bike where I can, when I'm riding down the road, you know what song I want to hear playing in my head? Dum, 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 dum. Oh, ride. Anyway, you know what song I'm talking about, right? That's the song I want to hear in my head. If I could put hydraulics on this thing and I would, but we're not going to go that far. But that's the direction that we're, crushed two 1-inch hubs and ripped two 12-gauge spokes with 50 tooth. Right? Yeah, that's the other thing about the hub adapters, is that they don't spread the load across the spokes evenly. And keeping the peeps mellow, right? Right, mellow. If I wanted to go 1,000,000 miles an hour, I would buy a fucking crotch rocket. But fucking, I'm just out here trying to see the sights, trying to do a little sightseeing, man. I don't need to be going fucking 50 miles an hour or 88 miles an hour. But yeah, those hub adapters, they screw down onto the hub, but sometimes they're also touching the spokes, and they've only got 3 prongs, right? You've got 3 prongs, and those 3 prongs start touching on them spokes. And maybe the hub slips a little bit. I don't know a whole lot about these hubs. I don't have one, so I don't know a lot about them. But I've examined enough pictures to know that it may not work in all situations, for all purposes. It may not be sufficient for everyone's needs. I put the rag joint. I've got a rag joint on the 24-inch bike. Oh, I finally named this bike too. By the way, the bike is now called the Tooth Fairy, because that's what the fucking thing is. It's a fucking tooth stealer. But fucking I got a rag joint on that bike, and so that's right. Skip, slip, and rip. Yep, that's exactly what I haven't actually seen well, maybe I have seen stories of it, but mine doesn't slip. I pinned it with a set screw. Okay. Paul building a 4-speed gearbox. That should be interesting. Huh. Not to mention illegal. Yeah. That's the other thing. To be legal, these things only or can only have legally one gear. Um, and not that I'm a big stickler for the law, but I kind of get a funny feeling when I try to go outside the rules. Like, gosh, I don't know how to describe it, but I want my bike to fit into a certain class. And if it's got gears, then it's not what it's supposed to be. He pinned it with a roll pin. You mean a key? You mean he put a key on it? Cut a groove and he's got a key on one part, and is that what you mean, Cilicia? That's a great idea, actually. Now, those keys can snap, though, and that set screw could probably snap, too. You might want to consider going with 2 or 3 of those, maybe even 4. But any set screw is going to add more stability to it, I would suppose. Seeing the German 50cc's. They're a hollow pin that has a split down it. They're a hollow pin that has... Oh, the cotter pin? A cotter pin. How would you put a cotter pin in that? Huh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, cotter pin, but I'm not sure exactly how you're talking about putting it in there. But yeah, those are all very good ideas, actually. Roll pin. No, split pin is what's used in farming, etc. They are spring steel. Yes, roll pin, not a cotter pin. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. You'll have to show us one day, I suppose. But in any case, as cheesy as the rag joint is, when properly installed, it does work pretty good. So there that is. But the hubs sure do look a lot neater, don't they? They spread tight into a hole and act as a keyway. They spread tight into a hole as a keyway. Okay, yeah, I will. Google it, roll pin. Roll pin. I'm kind of envisioning, I think I kind of sort of have a picture of what you're saying, but not a clear picture. They shear under load. They shear under load. I suppose that would be a good thing in some cases and a bad thing in others. Like Jared's tires. It's a damn safety pin, man. It's a damn safety pin. speaking of safety, oh my gosh, it's almost, it's almost 1 o'clock, guys. So join me for a safety break in honor of Jared and his epic journey. And you're a machinist, Skip. No, not a machinist. I am not a machinist. No. 9:54 p.m. California time. Yeah, it's we're coming up on 1 a.m. here in Maryland. And we have been live for it will have been almost 3 hours at 1 p.m. I think. Almost 3 hours. We'll go for a little longer. I ain't got nowhere to go. If you guys want to hang out here, man, we'll hang out for a while. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. here. That's okay. I'm a night bird. Doesn't faze me. Yeah, this weed is so gooey it won't even burn. That's why it's lasted so long. The fucking shit is so fucking potent. It's just goo. Look at this. That's how gooey that shit is. Still stuck there. Still stuck there. Let's see. Bride the Bike Guy says, steel rolled into a sleeve, but without contact for edges, and it's hardened steel, but pin gears axles together. Yeah, I'm going to look that up. It's a roll pin, huh? Okay. I'm going to look it up. 12:55 in Michigan? Really? Really, Bri? You guys don't have daylight savings time, do you? That's why. It's got to be something like that, because you got to be in the next fucking time zone in Michigan, or like maybe even 2 time zones away from me. Because we got Eastern Standard, Central, Mountain Pacific, and then I think there's a 4th time zone in the U.S. There's 4 time zones, I think. Yeah. All right. We're gonna stay live for a little while longer, but you gotta let me have a bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right, did I miss anything? Ah. It's going to rain all day, so after DOC going to sand cylinder and assemble 100cc. You got a 100cc motor, Bri? I'm not cooking anything, Leonard. I've already cooked. We already did the cooking portion of the show, and we did hamburgers tonight. Fucking gourmet hamburgers, man, with fucking chili sauce, man, smothered in chili sauce. Fucking Heinz chili sauce. Fucking way better than ketchup. And that hamburger is long gone. That hamburger is long gone, man. I ate that sucker up. Made everybody jealous in here. Everybody was ready to. They're eating in front of us, and that hamburger looks good. And they all threatened to leave if I didn't hurry up and wolf it down. So I did. What am I cooking? What am I cooking? Oh, I'm cooking white Durban. White Durban, dude. It's cooking. Someone is pulling something crazy, but the burger sounds good. Someone is pulling something crazy, but the burger sounds good. Man, I'm like Wimpy when it comes to hamburgers. Remember Wimpy from Popeyes? I would gladly, what was it? I would gladly pay you Thursday for a hamburger today. Scene parts move. Someone's pulling scene parts. Confusion? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're saying. Pulling something crazy. Scene parts moving. I guess Brian understood it perfectly, but I don't know. Maybe I'm too high to get it. Not sure. I gotta tell you, man, I've had a great time tonight hanging out with you guys. You gave me something to do, something to talk about. I never even thought I had this many thoughts in my head, much less able to hold a legible stream of consciousness for 3 hours straight. Leo's baking dinner. What's for dinner, Leo? Buyers from. I'm one of the buyers from an ex-racer. Someone else bought everything else. Oh, that fucking sucks. They probably got all the good shit too, I'll bet. Don't you hate it when that happens? But like I said, man, God works in mysterious ways. Maybe he didn't let you have them parts for a reason. Just look at it that way. Just look at it that way. They're just parts. There's plenty more. Chicken, baby, mashed potatoes, yeah! Heck yeah. Chicken and mashed potatoes with gravy. Gotta have gravy. Yum. Yep, green beans too. Fuck yeah. Have you ever tried Margaret Holmes seasoned beans. I forget what they're called. Seasoned lima beans or butter beans. Seasoned Margaret Holmes seasoned butter beans. They come in a can. Good shit. You should try those. The short ride I did today, that cheap ass fix I did works. Oh, with the cylinder head fix, Bry, that was fucking inventive as shit, dude. Fucking you drilled through the fins and bolted it on. That was fucking cool, man. Fucking I would have never thought to do that. What a ghetto rig that was, but it works. So fucking, yeah. When I saw that in one of your videos, I was like, look at this motherfucker. He's got fuck. The only way you could have made that more ghetto is if you had used a giant C clamp to hold it down. Can you imagine if he'd had a just a big fucking C clamp on the motor, holding everything together? It does. Put nuts and washers to space the fins. I'm surprised the fins don't collapse, quite frankly. It, but it only takes, I read up on this, it only takes 12 pounds of torque on the head bolts to hold these heads down. The internal pressure just must not be that great. Or it's got something to do with the bottom gasket being squishable, right? Because it's squished, it's really a thing where the tension between that and the bolts being screwed down is what creates the seal. So they don't have to be torqued that much, and that's probably why you're able to get away with that. C clamp. I was going to. Oh my God! If I could have found a C clamp, I was going to do that. Well, you could also use a table vise. Get one of them big fucking iron vices that weigh like 80 fucking pounds and screw that on there. Good night, Cilicia, for about the third time tonight. We'll see you in an hour. No, we'll be all done by then. Good night. Hey, you know what else would work, Bry? Rubber bands. We those metal file clips that you squeeze? You could put those on the fins too, right? Get like 6 or 7 of them, and just go around the whole fin and fucking put a bunch of them metal triangular file clips around it. That would work, maybe. Oh man. No, but that was actually a cool fix. I mean, if you save that motor, there's probably a way you could fix some threads and go back to bolting it down the normal way. But for you know, for a quick fix, it works. But like I was saying, did I say 12 pounds? Yeah, you only got to torque them bolts to like 12 pounds, which is like not really tight at all. I mean, we're talking like that's like a 3-year-old could get them to 12 pounds. You only got a 26-inch vise, not big enough. Yeah, you're gonna need like the 30-inch one. Yes, still looking for helicoil. Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. There's a trick that I used to use. You probably won't want to do this, but when you strip out when you strip out the threads in a block like that, um, and I've never tried this on a motor, but I have done it on other pieces of equipment. You take the bolt and you beat the threads. You don't beat the thread itself, but you beat the end of the bolt, and smush it down so that it becomes wider, right? You can actually do that. Um, just smack it on the end a couple times with a hammer, and it'll actually make the bolt wider. And sometimes you can fix shit that way. I'm not positive it would work on a motor though. Pin through the bolt after a JB weld twice. That's an interesting idea too. Put a pin through it. You bolt it down and then you drill a counter hole across and put a pin in. Is that what you're saying? Man, we're like getting into some technical shit now, man. Yeah, that could work. I mean, yeah, as long as it doesn't leak. Yeah, that would work. I had a crazy idea. I've noticed on the G4 cylinders, at least, I don't know if this is true for all of them, but there's a lot of space in between the side of the bolt hole and the bolt, right? There's like a couple of millimeters of play on either side where you could jiggle the bolt back and forth when it's not bolted down, and I was like, you know what? You could run an extra transfer through that hole, right? You drill a hole into the fucking bolt hole and have the air come up through the case, through the bolt holes, and then drill another hole through the bolt hole and have it empty out into the top of the cylinder, and you'd have four extra transfers. Maybe. I don't know. Crazy idea. Would it work? I have no idea. But it was just a crazy idea I had. I'm like, wow, man, look at all that's like an extra transfer that's not even being used. Probably complete madness. So I'm sure it's there's. I'm sure I'm not. I can't be the first person to think of this. Could not be the first. I'm sure somebody else thought it through and said, nah, it won't work. But since we're talking about crazy ideas, I figured I'd throw it out there. I'd like to hear what Dave would say about it. He would probably have something to say about that. I have no idea what he would say. I'm sure he'd shoot it down somehow. He'd fucking pull out his fucking machine gun. It won't fucking work. You idiot. You're all morons. Especially you, Skip. You're the biggest moron here. Coming up with fucking harebrained shit like that. You dummy. Oh crap, sorry guys, been talking too much. No, bro, you're cool, man. Fucking, we're just hanging out, fucking shooting shit anyway, man. Fucking just throwing out ideas and the F word every 30 seconds. I think you and I might be the only people who still here, actually. I think Leo's still here, I bet. What does it say? Oh, it says we got four people here. I don't know if that's counting me. That might be counting me. And I got six thumbs up, man. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's more than I expected. I figured I'd come on here. There would be nobody in here. Nobody would show up. I was here for about 3 or 4 minutes going, ain't nobody coming. Ain't nobody coming. Go make a hamburger. Ain't nobody coming. I'm not all here. Dang it. I was fourth up. Yeah, I'll go back and see who was in here first. I think it was Leonard. 20 plus modified carb jug oil system. I ain't playing. 20 plus. Yeah. You hear that, guys? You want to fuck around with Leonard, you're going to have to go at least 20. And that's fucking 1/4 of the speed of fucking light. I'm not sure what Leo really means though. 20 plus modified carb jug oil system. I ain't playing. Jug oil system. Yeah. Are you talking about a four-stroke motor, Leonard? You modified the oil system in it? Over the 44. Now you got over 98 people here. I got 98 people here? No way, dude. Are you serious? There can't be 98 people here. Really? It must be a slow night on YouTube if there's 98 people in here. Well, we've only got four people commenting, it looks like. Coming and going. We've got 98 people. Hey, yeah, that's not bad. Well, if they came and they left, that might not be such a great thing, Leonard. I mean, 98 people coming in and then just leaving. I'm not sure that's really a great. Those are really great stats. But yeah, I have no data though to compare to, so I don't know. This is my very first live, and I'm only here because I know we all needed it. We all needed this live. I was in here shaking and sweating and going through fucking withdrawals, man. Oh shit. Was still appealing to 98. Yeah, it was probably because of this, right? You see this? Yeah, that's why they came. They wanted to see a train wreck. You just did it to me, and as I clicked wrong, I just did it to me as I clicked wrong. I'm not sure what that means, dude. You went minimum skip. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. I went minimum. What? I cut my camera off or something? You went minimum. I don't know. I'm not. You're confusing me. You're confusing me. Yeah, it popped off a little while ago for me too. It like stopped at the 3 hour mark for a second and then came right back. I, it could be you, it could be me. I'm not sure. We're all here though. We're all here as much as we can be. So I'm still trying to get my yeah. I'm still trying to get my safety brake in here. Well, it's a real shame that them other 98 people didn't stick around because it's been a pretty gosh darn good show, man. If you'd have been here fucking just 20 minutes ago, you'd have got to see the dancing girls and the clowns and jugglers. They were all here. But that part of the show is over now. We're just in the after show. All the entertainers have left. Elvis has left the building. Let's skip Spokeable. Wow. I've run out of shit to talk about, guys. Help me out. Help me out here. We're going into hour 4 now. We're 3 hours going into the 4th hour. Leo, are we talking about the flying Merkel here, man? The flying chicken? Man, I want to see the flying chicken, dude. I really am excited about that bike. I really want to see that thing. Because it's probably going to be like one of the most genuine recreations around, you know. I mean, I've seen a lot of other bikes that were made to look like it, but you know, and you know, the guys usually go with other parts that they don't finish the whole build. They don't really get it you know all the way it should be. And I know you're trying to make it as genuine as possible, right? It's yeah, I want to, I have great interest in seeing and hearing that thing run. I really do. Should hands. I have a sanding drum for my cylinder with the for the little aluminum nib. I would hand sand it. I would do it by hand, Brian. Aluminum is very soft, dude. It does not take much to take down some aluminum at all, really. Like if I'm porting an aluminum cylinder, I use hand tools the whole way through, no power tools at all. And it's a hand file or sandpaper will cut right through that stuff. And you could go too far with a power tool too easily. It's too easy to make a mistake. Oh, we got somebody new in here. Who is this? S. Hobbs. Welcome to the live, S. Hobbs. We've been live for like 3 hours now. Welcome to the Jared Withdrawal Group. My name's Skip. Um, I started smoking Jared about a year ago, and I'm really hooked. And I really need to talk to some other addicts about it so that we can break our habits. But most of us really don't care. We're just here for shits and giggles. So thanks for joining us. It was worried as it truly a tiny nipple and broke lower third ring. Broke the lower third ring. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Bry, but if it's made out of aluminum, you need to go with hand tools all the way, the whole way. Don't let anything powered by electricity anywhere near that fucking thing because it'll disappear completely, and you'll be left with a divot, you know. Um, yes, yes. Good question, Bry. What are you working on, Hobbs? What what is up in your world? Tell tell us what great things are on your mind. We're all here to listen and help you out in whatever way we can. Welcome to Motorized Bikers Enthusiast. I'm filling in for Jared tonight, even though Jared doesn't normally broadcast on Thursdays, but still. Jared's probably at home right now watching us laughing his ass off. He's just not chiming in. DNS, welcome to the live. Oh my God. We've got another newcomer in here. We're in our final hour of this live. We're definitely not going to go past 2 a.m. Um, Welcome to the live. We're all just here hanging out, discussing our Jared withdrawals and anything else that pops into our head. We've been here for 3 hours so far. We've had a couple of safety breaks. I baked a hamburger. Um, we talked about everything under the sun so far, except for women and politics. Those are the only two subjects we haven't hit yet. DNS runs mountains. I watch a lot of DNS's videos actually. I watch a lot of his stuff. He lives in the mountains. So most of his runs are on fairly level ground, though. He's down in the valley and whatnot. He's got some nice roads to ride on around there, man. Those on in his videos, he's got some nice places he can ride. Although I bet you he drives people nuts when he rides through town. Yeah, he's got a new motor too, man. It runs pretty fucking good. I was watching one of his videos the other day. That thing was right on. It seems like he's got it dialed in really good. It sounded really smooth and just had that right tone, not too crackly, not too sputtery. He's right. He's got it dialed in just right. Ported a ported LD90 and a Gomex felt faker frame is just one of 4 bikes I'm working on. A ported LD90. Well, good luck on those. Oh man, I hurt my leg. You hurt your leg? Did you have an don't DNS? Don't tell me you crashed too, man, because this must be fucking crash. What is this? May. It's break. It's break your head May, because everybody and their mom is wrecking. Oh my bike, I can't walk right now. You wrecked. You wrecked, man. All right, tell us about it. Tell us what happened. Give us the lowdown, man. I want to hear it. And we're glad you're okay. Obviously, you're alive. You're talking to us. Let's hear what happened. We're all interested to know because everybody has wrecked this month. Bry's been down. I've been down. Jared went down. Leo, did you go down too? Or what happened? Um, Fucking Dave went down. 7 accidents in a month. Is that right, Leo? We've had 7 accidents in the group in 1 month. You were going 10 miles an hour and wrecked. Yeah, it just goes to show it doesn't, when you're on these bikes, you got a long ways to fall actually, right? When you go down sideways on these things, you go down. You go pow, it will slam your ass because you're up higher in the air than like you are on a motorcycle. And that extra height just adds to it and you okay. Sorry, didn't mean to knock us off the air. Um, on my bike. Yes, we assume that you did. You wrecked on your bike. Did you? Are you okay? And is the bike okay? That's what we want to know. And exactly what happened because that's going to help all of us. We can all learn from each other's experiences, which is why I came out right away when I had my accident. I got to tell everybody, I fucked up, and this is what I fucking did. I fucked up, plain and simple. And this is what I did, and this is what you should not do. So let's hear, man. Brian, you're not supposed to take your eyes off the road. I mean, we all know that. Come on now. Come on. You looked behind and wham. I mean, well, that's pretty much how I had my accident too. I was looking this way, one-handed, too close to the edge of the road, and just fucking rode right off the road. Before I knew it, I was over the handlebars. Yeah, saw my pics. As usual, YouTube didn't notify me. I'll have to go to your channel and take a look, brother. Yes, bike, I'm okay. Just bike, good, I'm okay. Okay, well, what happened, man? What happened? Tell us how you fucked up. Don't be shy. We've all fucked up. We've all fucked up. Lessons have to be learned, right? Right? We saw the vid, still trying not to wet myself. Oh, so there's a video? Well, he can still tell us. what he did. Tell us the mistake you made that caused the accident. If it was your mistake. And if it was someone else's mistake, blame it on them. I don't give a shit. Message retracted. Okay. No, I want to hear, man. Obviously, I'm gonna link is up. Okay. Well, obviously, I'm gonna have to go and watch some videos after this is all over, because I've been missing some shit. YouTube is terrible at notifying. I don't know what the hell's wrong with YouTube, but you subscribe to people and then you never hear from them again, and it's not because you did something wrong or they did something wrong. It's because YouTube is just not giving you your notifications. It's really starting to piss me off. Fucking algorithm. That's a fancy way to say we're fucking you over. All right. DNS. My front wheel kicked. Was trying to get it on a sidewalk and put my leg down to catch myself from falling, and I think I jammed my knee back. So you hyperextended your knee trying to do a jump over a curb. I know exactly what you're saying. You slow down and then you plant a foot and pull the bike up onto the curb, and I know what you're saying, and you're saying you hyperextended your knee. And I suppose that caused you to fall flat on your face going this way. Or that way. Whichever way the curb was. So I kind of get the picture of what you're saying. So you really didn't do anything wrong besides overestimate the strength of your knee. 3 months plus. Yeah. I don't think I'm receiving everyone here. That happens sometimes. It says there's only 2 people left, and I see 3 people right in front of me. Yeah, it should be a safe hobby, Bri. It should be. You would think it would be relatively safe. But you got to remember, we are kind of pushing the limits on bicycles. So shit will happen. Some of us are riding around with subpar brake systems. Me. Half of us are riding around stoned. Shit's gonna happen. At least most of us are doing under the speed limit. And some of us are crashing at walking pace. The majority of you guys are crashing at a fucking brisk walking pace. Fucking people are breaking legs and fucking pounding their heads, and fucking everybody's wearing a fucking cast, and most of us were only going 10 miles an hour. Do you guys get gear? I was laughing at you, DNS. The vid I saw was inside my head as I went backwards down the stairs. Yeah, that hyperextended knee thing is fucking nasty. Fucking that shit's no fun. How's your knee? Thank God I wasn't chewing gum. Yeah, you might have choked on it. Yeah, I mean, that kind of, what happened to you seems kind of unforeseeable, really. It's not like you really did anything wrong. It just kind of happened. Too late, Bri. Wrecked last Thursday. Oh, low air pressure and front tire turnaround bike slid put from under me, slammed my knee into the pavement, but okay. Yeah, you got to watch them low front tires, man. Them low front tires. That's one thing about I've noticed on riding bikes or riding these motorized bikes is that you can generate more force, more G force in a turn than you would normally if you were pedaling. And if your tires aren't pumped to the right pressure, they will fucking do this number or this number, you know. And you may even get, have you ever seen dragster tires where they crease up? They get the creases in them and shit when they're spinning. You ever see that shit? Fucking bike tire can do that shit too. Under enough load, that motherfucker will fold right over. So you got to watch that pressure. I run my tires at like 45 to 47 pounds, and if they go under 40 pounds, I pump them up. Dang, glad you're okay-ish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You think that's what killed the trip? You th- you think he threw in the towel after that? I was afraid of that too, Leonard. I was like, oh fuck, man. He's gonna throw in the towel. He's gonna throw in the towel. I had that same feeling, and but I can't say I blame him, and I don't think that's 100% of what it was. But I think that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. You know. Yup, I tried to warn Jared about his bike frame, but it flexed. Front. Tell us, Brian. What exactly are you saying about the flexi frame? Hey, DNS. Good night. Thank you for dropping in, and hope you feel better. Um, Sorry that happened to you, man. Um, we're just happy you're okay and still with us, and we'll look for your video because it's yeah, it's bound to be educational. It's going to be educational, I think. It was the twisty frame beneath his seat ate the third derailleur. Yeah, I had a feeling that the frame twist might be having something to do with the derailleur problems too, because I've never broken a derailleur before, but I've never ridden one of those frames either. And I remember the first, I think he had another similar frame a few months back, didn't he? That he actually bought, and he was saying there was something wrong with the stability of the frame itself. I forget exactly what he was talking about now because it's been a while. But yeah, there does appear to be a consistent issue with those frames, and their stiffness. They're just not stiff enough sideways. They flex too much sideways. In addition to being able to go like this, they also go like this. Structural integrity. Thank you, Leonard. Yeah. No, I was thinking that you were saying that because of the frame flex so much that had a little bit to do with why he went down. I thought was what you were trying to say. It's hard to believe that a front tire though could lose that much air that quick enough to throw you down before you noticed that it was going flat. That's really, but maybe he just didn't notice because the bike was so loaded up that he just didn't notice it, is what I suspect. But I mean, I know it probably went down pretty fast too. But yeah, he hit the pavement pretty hard. Yeah, I think that may have been just enough. It's a shame that the trip ended the way it did, but man, you got to be proud of the man for 40 fucking days on the road, and he was really fucking, you know, he was dedicated to it for 40 straight days in a row on the road in 35-degree weather, You know, the wind blowing the shit out of him. The wind blew the shit out of him all the way to fucking through Wyoming, all the way to his brother's house. You know, and then fucking, you know, turning south, he had a fucking flat tire. You would have thought there were fucking rattlesnakes all over the fucking road, leaping out and biting his tires every fucking 5 minutes because he was getting flats left and fucking right. I think that's one of the major things that did him in was that he just fucking got tired of all the fucking flats. He was fuck this man, because I know I would have. First flat tire I'd have got, I've been like fuck man. Second flat tire I'd have been like shit. Third flat tire I'd have been Jared, I'm out. That's it. Damn trooper across America, and 1/3 of the way back. I have to say the flex, but he had extra weight on the plastic bushings. Good point, Bry. He was carrying a lot of weight. Yep. Yep. And Jared ain't no small guy himself. I think, what is he? He's like 6'2", 210 pounds, something like that. I don't know. He's not a midget like I am. So yeah, he was carrying some weight. But yeah, 1/3. And you know, if he had turned around and at his brother's house and came straight back, the distance he traveled south through Nevada down to Arizona and then over to Eric's house, that would have probably been equal to the distance, damn near, you know, at least back to his mom's house if he'd have turned around. Yeah, yeah. And I know he mulled that idea over for a while, but he wanted to go south. That was something he had talked about for a while, I think. So, but you know, like in any epic journey, dude, you know, there's gonna be multiple things that pop up and issues and fucking shit that you can't foresee. And you know, he fought through all that shit. You know, he persevered, you know, and, yeah, I gotta say, I am proud of fucking his accomplishment there, because not that I've got anything to be proud about. It was, he fucking did it. But fucking, you know, not everybody can pull that shit off. First ride, I ran across a big thorny vine and flattened my tire in 40 minutes. Yeah, he rode, actually he was really close to 4,000. I haven't like measured out the mileage exactly yet, but he was real close to 4,000 miles. I mean, like 380 or 3,800 and something. He was really close to 4,000. It might have been even 3,900 and something. He might have even gone over 4,000. We're not sure. I asked him himself what his estimation was, and he said, I believe he said that he believed that it was just about 4,000 exactly, which is fucking enormous. Man, that's fucking enormous. That's more than I've ridden my bike since I fucking had it, right? I've had my bike for a year and a half. A year and a half now I've had it, and I've ridden it probably 1,500 miles, maybe 4,000 fucking miles, dude, in 40 fucking days. It's got to be some kind of fucking record. I ride 30 miles and now I have to see today in pain. Yeah, it sounds like something I go through. Being an old man, fucking every time I ride, I get sore shoulders and fucking sore ass and all that shit. So my rides typically are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I ride down the street and get a pack of cigarettes and come back to the house, you know. When I first built the bike, I did like two 50-mile rides where I rode to a park that's like 25 miles down the road and back here, and I thought that was man, that's a long ride there, buddy. That's a long ride. It would have been if I'd have had to walk it, but yeah, that's probably the biggest trip I've ever taken on my bike. Remember him high. It's more all have done. Remember, rem- oh our God, we creak, bitch, and get right back on for the next sunny day. Yeah, well, what else can you do? Because one day you're gonna wake up and there ain't gonna be no more damn sunny days, and so I guess as long as you can walk, you might as well get out there. The truth is, it probably does you good. You might be sore, but that little bit of extra activity is what keeps you going, right? At least at my age, it's pretty much the way it is, man. Once you hit about 62 years old, you become a shark. You're like a shark, man. If you stop swimming, you're gonna sink to the bottom and fucking just you'll fucking suffocate on the bottom, man. You'll just fucking sink into the mud and fucking you'll be done. You know, that's what happens when you get old. If you don't keep swimming, you sink to the bottom. Man, I can't believe you guys have stuck with me all this time. Wow. Fucking crazy. Do it no. Do it no. Is that do it now? Do it now. Somebody better do it now. I get asked everywhere, how are you doing? I say I'm on this side of the lawn, so I'm okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go. What else you gonna do, man? What else you gonna do? You were dealt a hand, now you got to play it. You played it. You played that hand. Was he tell him in that movie? Y'all ever see Buster Scruggs? You play that hand, fancy pants. Ain't no sense in even trying to figure it out, Leonard. Ain't no sense in that. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the trip, man. You ain't never gonna figure it out. You spend all day, you spend your whole life looking for that magical answer. There ain't none. There ain't none that there is no magical answer that you can even conceive because you're just not equipped. We're not equipped to fucking understand shit like that. It's like trying to teach your fucking chicken how to fucking read. It ain't gonna happen. I just got a battery alert from my phone. I'm running out of power, but you know what? The charger's right here. But if I put the charger in, it's on the bottom of the phone, and that would mean I don't have to put the phone down flat. So we're not going to do that. It'll last. We're only going to go 15 more minutes. We're going to go 15 more minutes. Oh, it says we've been live. I see now. At the very top, it says we've been live for 3 hours and 33 minutes. And we'll call it quit at 2 a.m. Like I said, I'm not going to go past 2 a.m. in the morning. I gotta sleep sometime. And I ran out of shit to talk about like an hour and a half ago. So I smoked 40 years, Willist I breathe. At least I can. We're all brotherhood of the bowl. Yeah, brothers of the bowl, right? Don't tell Jared I said this, but it fucking cracked me up when fucking somebody told him it was fucking marijuana the ride along. I know that fucking pissed Jared off. I guarantee it. But fucking, I that was funny as shit. I thought I was like, or marijuana is a way of life. Oh man, that was hard. That was hard. But it was so funny. One Hits Anonymous. I remember 10 years ago, man, if you did a live like this, the sheriff would show up at your fucking door the next day. I think that actually happened to a dude I know, if I remember correctly. He did, I think he posted some shit on, what was it? Facebook. No, not, was it Facebook? One of them websites that's like Facebook. I forget the name. MySpace. He was on MySpace. And he posted some pictures of himself smoking weed out of a bong or some shit. And the fucking next fucking day, the sheriff was right at his house. Could not fucking believe that shit. Yeah, it was like 10 years ago. Now that kind of shit's unheard of nowadays. Nowadays the cops pull you over around here and the cop walks up to your car and he smells weed and he's like, fuck, god damn it. You know, it's not because there's nothing he can do, but it's because it just brings up a whole bunch of shit that he doesn't want to deal with, you know, so much. You know, it's like nothing like self-incrimination. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess he was being cool by flaunting the law, you know, blatantly, where everyone could see it. He thought it was cool, and I guess he thought he was anonymous, which, you know, obviously didn't work out. So, oh, you're welcome, Brian. Anytime, man. I'm glad I could help out some fellow Jared addicts, you know, with their withdrawals, you know, so we could all get through the night until we can get our next Jared fix. We still got a final 10 minutes to go, though. S. Hobbs said something, but it's all I'm reading on my end is message retracted. So it must have been really good, whatever he said. Or the censors didn't like it, or he had to yank it back because he thought it was offensive, or I don't know. I'd sit outside and try, but mosquitoes. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're in Michigan, fucking home of the giant mosquito. Yep. You'd think having all them lakes around was cool, but fucking Mosquito City. Yeah, we have a similar issue down here because I'm surrounded by the water on both sides of where I lived, where I live. I'm beginning to talk a little funny now because it's getting late and I'm fucking stoned. But fucking, you know, I'm out on this peninsula, literally, that juts out into the middle of the Chesapeake Bay, and so there's water on every side of where I am. Doesn't he's Hobbes? The gov doesn't want to know they exist. Mosquitoes kills. We have biting gnats here in northern Missouri, kidding more people than animal. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. But we do definitely have mosquitoes down here. We got them. We got chiggers too, man. You can't walk anywhere like through the grass around here or anything like that without getting the shit bit out of you by chiggers. Which I don't know if you know what they are, but they look like little tiny ticks, but they're almost microscopic. They look like red dots that are crawling on you. They're chiggers, and you get a bunch of them on you, and you don't even know it, and they're biting the fuck out of your ass the whole fucking time they're on you. And then the bites don't pop up for a couple of days. Like you'll see the fucking bites the next day, and you'll be fucking so bit up you won't even be able to believe it. Motherfuckers are ferocious. Major human killer, mosquitoes. Well, technically it would be the malaria, wouldn't it? But I guess they carry other diseases too, right? Mosquitoes. They probably carry a lot of different diseases, I reckon. But Leonard, if we eliminated all the mosquitoes, that would probably fuck the food chain all up. That's the fucking problem with fucking mosquitoes, is that there's so fucking many of them. They actually represent a huge fucking portion of the food chain. And if we fucking got rid of them all, it would fuck up the food chain so fucking bad. Sounds like some crazy shit, but it's actually true. You ever had one of them electronic mosquito zappers, right? Empty that tray out inside that thing every once in a while, and you realize how much biomass is there. That's shit that other animals eat, and then other animals eat them animals, and blah 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 blah. Horseflies here in Michigan hurt more than, oh yeah, we got horseflies. I know about horseflies. Them fucking jumbo jets. Them motherfucking jumbo jets. We got 4 fucking horseflies down here like that, buddy. Fucking, we got like the jumbo jets. Jumbos. When they bite you, they don't bite you. They fucking take a chunk out of your ass. We have a trap here for study every year. Well, we got 5 minutes left, folks. 5 minutes. And I'm not even sure if I have enough battery power to get through those 5 minutes. Tell the truth. We've talked about everything tonight. But yeah, we talked about a lot of different shit tonight. That's for sure. So I guess it was a pretty good show. Wow. I might have to do this every week. Oh, shit. We can do Jared's on Tuesdays and Skip's on Thursday nights. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming over, man. I had a great time. I hope everybody else did too. We're going to smoke one more bowl. In honor of our leader, Jared. Two-minute warning. I'm a stickler for time. I live by time. If I said we would go to 2 a.m., we're gonna go all the way to 2 a.m. We got a minute and 30 seconds left. 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I got absolutely nothing to talk about. All right, well, thanks a lot for coming over, guys. This is the end of the show. Skip show, excellent party time. Oh yeah, it's Skip show. See you next week.